Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here, and welcome to another episode of Halcyonic Folly. This is the first episode I'm recording after we actually made our podcast channel, which this episode will be airing on, which is really exciting. If you're seeing this, then you should already know what it is, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, because it'd be very stupid. This is something I would tell you if it was a different channel, but would like to welcome you all back to the DMs, or the Tales of the DMs. That's the first time I'm actually saying that. It feels good. But we are here with everybody, and we're excited to jump back into the world of Halcyonic Folly. Now, I am getting over a sickness, so if I mess up or I need to get water breaks and whatnot, please forgive me. But we're all excited to jump back in to Halcyonic Folly. So here we go.
So, that aside, not last week, but the week before, or maybe the week before that, time is relative. Last session, you all arrived on the island, and began to set up shop. Like Lutara had said, this island was quiet, far away from everything. Even the purple haze that permeated the mainland continent is thinner here. It's there, of course, but not as thick. It doesn't choke the air as much as it did before. As you and the Grove began setting up camp, making a crab boil out of consolation crabs, you all began to get ready for the night with the expectation to travel further inland and see if there was anything of interest. As night fell, you all agreed to shifts, with Rurik and Lisbeth having the first two, and Sinclair and Quip having the last one. Lisbeth set up shop by the ocean, witnessing a twisted whale in the ocean, while Rurik realized that something was wrong about the stars. 3 black patches of darkness split the sky, consuming stars. He spoke with Lutara about it a bit, mostly just positing theories that the stars, which in many cases often represent gods, could very well mean that many gods are dead, represented by those black patches. However, before Rurik's shift ended, he noticed something in the distance, poking out from above the dunes about a mile or so further inland. Lutara, and Lisbeth, once Quip and Sinclair woke up for their shifts, decided to go a little bit closer just to see what it was, even if not explore it properly, and found the remnants of a long since abandoned rudimentary village, dominated largely by a town hall-esque building. Meanwhile, back at camp, while Quip and Sinclair had their shift of watch, Quip inspected the stars himself, hoping to see if he could find any sign of his own gods, and found that one of them was gone. Following this, he did a prayer to Melikauth, the god that he mostly ascribed to. Not getting a proper response, but feeling a sort of connection to the people in this camp, as they were very similar to his own people. Meanwhile, Sinclair cast the Find Familiar spell with his Pact of the Chain pact he made as a warlock, summoning a was it a blue viper, I believe, named Ghost.
Yes.
That has since been wrapped around his bicep. The next day, after Rurik and Lisbeth got some rest, Rurik, Lisbeth, Quip, Sinclair, and Lutara all traveled to the remains of the village, mostly just looking around, seeing what was there. Lisbeth and Quip found a small stone inscribed with an arcane sigil that, when imbued with magic, began to expel water, allowing for a sort of rudimentary sprinkler system. However, the main find was within the town hall building itself, which seemed to be significantly more well kept than the rest of this little encampment in a startlingly disturbing way. Beds lining the walls, tables along the middle, and a tapestry against the far wall depicting a human man on the prow of a ship. While searching, Rurik found a book written in a sort of proto-common that Lutara took to begin to translate. And about now is when Sinclair, Quip, and Lisbeth also caught up to the town hall, and Lutara finished the translation, revealing the book to have been a journal of some sort, talking about a group of people who had fled to this island in an attempt to escape the first conflict with Valus some several thousand years earlier. However, towards the end, it began to descend into strange insanity, speaking of something being brought to this place and a voice filling the minds of the people that lived in this place before fading into obscurity. At about the same time, Rurik noticed something odd underneath one of the tables, dominating the center of the room. A square piece that seemed to have been cut out and could potentially be moved. Following this, it was moved and revealed to lead into a cave that went under the island. Lutara dove in headfirst without even thinking twice, and Lisbeth and Sinclair followed suit. However, Quip was outside, having a bit of a moment of a crisis. Rurik went out and spoke with him, and between the two of them confirmed that goblins do in fact have souls, which means that Quip has something to fight for. And with that, the two followed behind. Eventually, the cave led into a massive spherical-shaped cavern dominated in its center by the pedestal upon which a statue once stood, and Lutara had an epiphany, realizing that this place was where Valus had been exiled to all those several thousand years before, and where she had escaped from some time earlier. And that was where we had left off, and where we are now. So, before anything else, I would like everybody to roll their RP initiative, of course.
I got a 17.
I got a 3.
So Leon and I are going to have a roll off because I got a 17 as well.
I got a 12.
That's going to be a 13.
All right.
Oh, no, wait, that means I go first. Fuck me.
What a Yuri roll. I don't think I
I
heard him.
swear Yuri said 2.
I said 2.
Oh,
Okay,
so
I
I'm
didn't
not
hear
the
it.
lowest.
I said knee. I
What
said
did you
law.
what did you get, Mai?
3.
Okay, so yeah, as it currently stands, it is Rurik, Sinclair, Lisbeth, and then Quick Whip. I forgot your character's name for a second there.
I think Rurik, right off rip, would begin to actually investigate the.
Well, let me reset the scene. It's
Okay.
been like 2
Yeah,
weeks.
you right. You right.
So where you all stand right now is a pretty poorly lit cavern. It's about 50 feet across and is a largely spherical shape, aside from a flat bit across the bottom where you all are standing. Rurik and Lisbeth, and I think Quip are able to see through dark vision. I don't remember if goblins have dark vision.
They do. They live in caves.
So really the only one who's having any real amount of issue seeing in this cavern is
I did cast light last session.
Yeah, there's a bunch
Right,
of light
you did.
going on.
The
You
medallion that
cast
I've
light.
been do is
Yes.
yeah.
And Lutara kind of emits a faint glow himself. In the center of this flat spot across the ground is the broken remains of a pedestal. Supposedly the pedestal that once had a statue containing Valus. Lutara seems kind of frantic as he looks around at this place, understanding the significance of it, and just kind of having a sort of a crisis as he's realizing where he brought all of you. But with that aside, now, what is Rurik doing?
I think Rurik wants to investigate the statue further. Is it made of stone?
Yes, it is made of stone. I'm assuming I use your history thing.
Yeah, I
as a-
want to see if I can tell when exactly the stone was shattered. I want to see how long ago
So you
I
want
could
to
assume.
want to see if you can figure out when Valus broke out.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm assuming you will allow me to do that. That's my history check
Yeah,
with
that's
the
fine.
stone cunning.
Yes. I think which that lets you double your proficiency bonus for that check.
So I'm gonna roll. I got 15. Proficiency. My proficiency bonus is a +4.
So it's a +8 plus whatever your base history modifier
My
is.
base history modifier is a.
Should be your wisdom mod.
Yeah, it's going to be. Come on, you fucker. +4. So it's +4
So-
+8.
Okay. Yeah, that's more than enough. As you look at it, the stone itself seems to be almost 7,000 years old. But as you look at the cracks and look at how much it's sort of like disintegrated over time, it seems like this statue may have shattered somewhere between 40 and 50 years ago.
Alright, so that explains why they only now are starting to. It doesn't explain though. And I'll turn around and look at Lutara and I'll relay the information to him. If that's the case, then what broke her free? Are we to assume that it was the people in the writing? Are we to assume that she broke herself out in this case?
Lutara looks between you and the pedestal and goes, from how the book was describing it, it sounds a lot like the voice you all heard when I brought you to this island in the first place. More than likely, from kind of the looks of this place and from the sounds of that, it sounds like something influenced these people to do it.
So that means these people should have been here around 50 years ago. I still think we go back. If the voice reached out to us and influenced these people who are here first, odds are they're influencing everyone back at the huts, which means something bad is happening while we're here. Is there anything else we should investigate here for any more information? Anything? And I look at everybody when I see. And that's where I'm going to end my RP initiative.
Lutara goes, if nothing else, I think this place should be looked at more. I can go back and I can check on the people back at the camp. If there's one thing I can do is I can handle myself against a couple of people if push comes to shove. But this place is important.
Well, let me ask you this, and I will also ask of my team. We all know that I'm very well knowledgeable. I should probably stay to investigate. Just in case it's too much for you to handle, we do have two very strong warriors, Sinclair and Quit. Elizabeth can stay with me and we can investigate further.
I suppose that's up to the others.
And that's where I shall take my step back.
Anybody?
Sinclair.
I'm aware. I am currently trying to see how to approach this.
You can always... Oh, you had an idea. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
I was going to say, you can always delay your RP initiative to have time to think to allow the next person to go if you'd like.
Yeah, that's probably the best. So I'm going to pass it on to the next.
That would be Lisbeth.
I guess I'm alright with that. Don't see any reason not to stay and study it.
Yuri.
I suppose someone has to go back home, though I must admit, you tried to talk me into coming down here, now you want to send me back off. Feels a bit like, feels a bit pointless since I was about to go back anyways, but oh well.
I kind of figured we would need all hands on deck just in case something like the other aspects were down here. Now, we kind of see that down here is almost a dead end other than to be studied. We already knew that the people might be tearing each other apart. But at the time, you were here, and I thought it would be wise for us to stick together for now. Now that for now is over, and I'm confident enough in you, in Sinclair, to taking care of business.
Well, your confidence is very, very poorly placed, but I'm gonna head back home then. Cinny, you wanna get going?
I will join you on this adventure.
Promise me something before you guys go. You two won't tear each other apart. And I quit for a second. And then I look over at Sinclair. You're aware there's a snake holding your arm, right?
Oh, hold on. Yeah?
Somebody just walked in the room. You're aware
Regular
there's a
taco.
snake on your arm, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
Alright.
Hold on. Okay. Yes, I am aware of my little friend. His name's Ghost, and heads up, I looked at the page and it does not look like there is a distance to where I can be within. Oh wait, shit.
To like see through its eyes.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at something.
while he's looking at that, we're better off as a team, not tearing each other apart. At the moment we start fighting our battles within, it's the moment that the enemies will be victorious. Even though we don't fully trust one another. At least not as much as we used to. It's still good to try to work together. After all, this is a common enemy. And a saying I used to like to say all the time. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Please go in with that mindset, you two. As I've said before, you two are our strongest warriors. Act like it. that is indeed how to act like it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. My apologies.
He just vomits Valus. That's not supposed to happen.
But she was a bitch.
Then,
Go ahead.
Lutara will nod at all of you and turn to begin walking back down the cave. They do have a bit of urgency in their step because of their own paranoia about this, and pretty quickly disappear around the corner of the cave. Pretty much just expecting Quickwhip and Sinclair to follow suit.
As long as I don't cast light again, that medallion, it doesn't lose its ability of light when it gets out of range, does it?
No.
All right.
No, I was.
It stays illuminated for its duration, and Sinclair would be able to make it out of the cave before
right.
that duration ends.
And I'm just a friendly reminder to Leon. Rorik did tell Sinclair to give that back once there's a downtime, so don't lose it.
I'm not. Why I was reading the Find Familiar spell was because if there wasn't a range I had to be in just for it to stay, I was gonna leave it with you and Elizabeth just in case there, someone tries to be a little snooky and try to sneak up on both of y'all so I can see through the eyes and be like,
It wasn't
oh,
a
shit.
bad idea. That's a decent idea. Too bad you're not going to be in
The
range.
thing is,
Yeah.
I don't know if the range
It's
can
100
get out
feet.
of.
It's
Yeah.
100 feet, and it's about a mile back to camp.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
enough range.
Which sucks because it would have been a great idea. So Sinclair doesn't have to worry about keeping tabs on the both of y'all. He can see from far away and rush back if there's issues. But yeah, he's gonna follow Lutara.
So with Sinclair and Quickwhip branching off to go with Lutara, I'm going to break y'all's RP initiative into two halves. Pairing off Rurik and Lisbeth and Quickwhip and Sinclair. So when I go back and forth between the two of you, the two groups, it'll be in their own orders with Rurik and then Lisbeth and then Sinclair and Quickwhip.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Quickwhip and Sinclair, actually. So the two of you begin following behind. You can hear Lutara's footsteps continuing on along the cave path towards the exit. And eventually the two of you reach the exit yourselves and pull yourselves up and out of it. Lutara is already well past you, walking out of the door of the town hall. And the two of you begin to follow suit, stepping out into the, it's about midday now, into the sun. You can still smell the sea breeze off in the distance. However, as you both come out, you can't see Lutara. They were only about maybe 40 feet ahead of you as they were walking out of the town hall, but they're gone. Disappeared. didn't make it on. You don't see them on a dune back in the direction of camp. You don't see them milling about anywhere in this little encampment. They are just gone.
Quick whip. Is it just me, or did you also see Lutara when we were walking in the tunnels of that cavern, but now she's gone? Am I crazy?
No, he's definitely disappeared. That's about what I would have expected.
So what do the two of you do now, with Lutara on?
Well, Quip. Okay, so we just exited the town hall. We're still technically in that little settlement area, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I think Quip is just kind of call out for Lutara and see if Lutara even responds.
You call out and hear nothing in response.
He's gonna kind of just slump over for a second. Wow, I am as frustrated as him right now. Okay.
This fucking angel disappearing tricks on us. What the hell?
Okay. Screw it. Quip is gonna look at Sinclair. You think you could throw me?
How far?
I don't know, maybe 10, 20 feet in the air.
Alright, just know, if they come out and see, if Elizabeth and River come out and see me do this, and they get mad at me, you better step in and say that this was your idea.
They get mad at you, I'm probably gonna end up dead anyways.
I hope not. Alright.
Roll a strength check, Sinclair.
Yep. This is gonna go bad. I got a 13. That's my saving throw. Bum.
I'm pretty sure you just add your strength modifier.
I think he's trying to find his strength modifier.
Yeah.
It's above saving throws.
It's a +3, so 16.
You don't get him super high up. The fact that the goblin is wearing heavy armor, while it is sized for a goblin, is still like 25 pounds of steel. So you get him about 8 or 9 feet up in the air. And I'm assuming, Quip, you're trying to get like an aerial advantage to see if you can see Lutara somewhere.
Yeah, even if for a split second all I see is a figure in the distance, if I can see.
Roll me a perception.
Okay. Man, this is probably the most quip thing I've done this entire campaign. Perception, you said?
Yes.
This is about to be phenomenal. Okay, I should still have some lucky die. Yep, I still have a lucky die, so I'm gonna real quick use one.
Okay.
Don't do this to me. 12. Dang it.
As you go up in the air, you look around for the brief moment you can before gravity takes hold, and you don't see Lutara anywhere. However, something sticks out to you. You don't see the camp either.
God damn it.
And with that, we're going to go back to Rurik and Lisbeth.
Did we just get isolated from everybody else, or
And that's
did
where
they
we're
get?
gonna end
I love your thinking. That would actually be some shit, wouldn't it? That would actually be really interesting.
Rurik begins the
Oh,
metagame and
say.
enters creative mode and flies through the map.
Rurik enters the dev console and enters no clip.
Rurik pulls
Slash
out.
kill.
Rurik pulls
Kill
out 20
Valen.
netherite swords and goes charging at Valence, kicking her ass.
Dash SV, I'm going to shoot one.
Anyways, Rurik is going to view around the room. They've been focused on the statue the whole time. Now he wants to see if there's any markings around. The last time he seen a statue, there was a sigil, and he had to put the mark of Merkin on it to hopefully stop a awful incursion of happening. Is there anything like a symbol or anything that would stick out to Rurik after his past, inside the cave where Quick made his home, his past interaction with stuff like that? That's what I'm going to be.
Investigation.
Ooh, not the investigation. I got a... Damn it, can we not do perception?
No.
Bullshit. Never mind. 18, baby. I got a +1 to investigation, +4 to perception, which is why.
So 18 total or 19?
18 total. I rolled a 17.
Okay. You look around for a while. There's nothing really on the walls or anything like that, but at the base of the pedestal, it's a square-shaped pedestal, and on the ground, about 5 inches away from the edge of each side of the pedestal, you do see symbols carved into it. However, they're not anything like the one that you saw from Valus or anything like that. And if anything, you might recognize them kind of from being a cleric, as these are warding symbols.
Like something trying to keep them trapped in, not allow them out.
Correct.
All right. So there's nothing else in this little tunnel of interest?
You both can roll me perception or...
I'll let Lisbeth take the lead on this one as I'm looking at that. I'm going to be investigating the cleric, see what's going on here.
That cock. There we go.
That cock. And then it didn't cocked, it was a cock.
18.
What?
You said roll for perception, so I think they...
Well, I said you can if you want to, but if you're going to do that, tell me first. Don't just roll. What exactly are you looking for?
Keep rolling.
I mean, if he tells me anything specific, but I'm just kind of looking around to see if I see anything of interest.
Okay, so you said you got an 18?
Yes.
Alright. As you look around this cavern, I think I already described this last time, but there are like claw marks in the ground and along the walls in this cavern. There's specifically 2 different kinds. There's one that seems to have been made by like proper claws. If you remember, when the 3 of you and Thera fought Valus in the castle, she took on a kind of a more bestial form that had claws, though she didn't really use them. These ones seem to be made by something like that. However, you do notice smaller sets as well that seem to have been made by like human fingernails digging into the stone.
That's disgusting.
There is something you do notice, though. On the farthest side from where you came in, there is a crack going through the stone, following along the flat part of the floor and going up along the curve. And as you look at it, as you follow it along up with your eyes, you see that it kind of widens as it goes further up, going from like a fracture in the ground to a proper crevice in the wall. And as your eyes follow it, you notice something at the apex. Not something in it, not something about it, but something to it. You would notice this pretty well as a sorcerer inhabited by the souls of two wizards. You do notice there is active magic happening. And as you look at it, you see the cracks seem to begin to seal. The crevice beginning to close. Rick, as this is happening, you see some of the scratch and claw marks in the stone near where you're looking begin to do the same, closing on themselves. Damage done to the stone undoing itself.
That's spooky.
I think Rurik will turn and look at Lisbeth. Lisbeth, come look at this. The claws on the statue are kind of mending themselves together. Repairing
It's
what
happening
was
over
already
here too.
It is, and he'll walk over and begin to look at that as well.
As the two of you step away from the pedestal, looking at the crack as it seals itself, it draws your attention for a couple of moments before you begin to hear something odd. Behind you, towards the center of the cavern, you begin hearing sounds that sound like they're coming from far away, but also right next to you. You know the sound of, like, something hitting the inside of a metal can? It sounds like that. That sort of distortion. And you both look back and see that the center of the cavern is now filled with this dark blue haze. And as you look, it begins to coalesce into a more solid shape. The color before you begins to coalesce into 5 figures, all scattered throughout the center of the room. And in fact, Rurik, you would notice that each of these figures are right over where the smaller claw marks were all at. Huddled over on the ground, making those same weird, distorted noises. They sound almost like it's supposed to be human speech, but it's too distorted to fully understand. And in the center, there's a new blue shape. the outline of what you assume was the statue of Phalus.
These are like
The-
force echoes.
The nature of whatever magic is doing this makes it difficult to make out the features, but it is recognizably Valus. You have seen her enough times. You have enough hatred in your heart for this woman to recognize her silhouette anywhere. Tall, the pointed ears, that same armor that she's worn every time you've seen her. For a few moments, these shapes continue to go about what they were doing. However, something seems to shift. One of you takes a half step on accident or something along those lines, and all of a sudden, each of the... Are you wanting to say something, or are you saying you're
I
the
was
one
saying,
who
I was saying, I'll do it. I was saying, I'll do it.
The air in the cavern seems to shift, something changing in an instant as all of those figures turn to look at you. Their featureless blue faces locking onto your presence in a way that you feel deep down they shouldn't. Like you're interrupting something that already happened. And they all stand in unison, facing all of you as their hands lift as though preparing to pull out a weapon or something like that, but instead all they have is clawed grip of their own hands. And with that, we're going to go back to Quip Quip and Sinclair. Quip Quip, you land or get caught by Sinclair with this revelation that both Lutara and the camp are nowhere to be seen.
Alright, I take it that Sinclair catches Quip gracefully enough that Quip doesn't take any damage or anything like that? Okay. Well, as Sinclair presumably puts Quip down back on the sand, Quip is gonna, kind of just pace around for a second and then look at Sinclair. The camp's gone! It's just gone! Vanished!
It's gone. Where?
Gone! Nothing. No trace of it. Doesn't even look like they packed up and left. It's like they were never there.
Sinclair's gonna pace around, look at about, and question for DM, since... no, I don't think that will work.
What were you wanting to try?
I was going to ask if, since my character is a warlock and basically has magic, would be able to sense some kind of magical power that may have shifted things to where it shifted the entire land in just one sitting.
I will let you roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Because it's reasonable to assume that the only thing that could have done that is magic of some kind. So I'd say you would channel what little amount of magic you have.
Oh!
What did you get?
Man, these dice are loaded. I got a fucking 1. It's bullshit.
Don't notice a damn thing.
As a matter of fact, pocket sand.
He just grabs his head and goes, ah. Okay. Why don't we go find with the
Lisp it.
My brain just had a meltdown. Let's go. Let's go find I'm, I'm having a big issue.
Leon, my guy, spit it out.
He has
having
a
a meltdown,
stutter,
okay?
No,
come
I
on.
know. I know.
Leave me alone.
He's fine.
So let's go find Elizabeth and Ruick and tell them that something has happened, and maybe I can't put my tongue on it, nor can I sense anything, but I swear something might have just shifted our area, because we can't find Lutara, our camp's gone, and at this point I think Ruick or Elizabeth will have a better explanation than this. Let's go back in and find them.
Hold on. Things have shifted on the outside. We don't know about the inside, and as much as I didn't see any trace of the camp there, we could still go there to investigate and see what happens.
You're right. Let's...
So the two of you are gonna head in the direction of where the camp is? Or was?
I'd say yes.
That was easy.
Why'd you have to get so close to your mic for that?
Friendly reminder, though, Sinclair is a very easygoing barbarian. He's not narrow-minded. He understands that Rurik might have the ability to handle himself and Lisbeth as well.
Yeah.
That is how he built his character, was easygoing, easy to influence.
Not
I'm just thinking of
influence.
that one clip from Monster House now, though.
Are you crazy? We're gonna get killed. But I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah, you're right, babe. Let's do it.
And I am not dying here. I think it's a good idea. You're totally right. Let's do it.
Oh man,
I need
I'm
to
going,
rewatch.
man,
I'm going to die in this house, man.
man! What happened to golden movies like that? Man,
They turned to brain rot galore.
a brain lot.
Fuck you. I'm gonna start making fun of you.
A brain
Just
park.
had.
They've turned into a brain parking lot. It's called the brain lot.
The brain lot.
Alright, so the two of you are going to start walking in the direction of where the camp's supposed to be. As the pair of you step over the dune that sort of hid this little settlement, it becomes even more apparent that the camp is gone. There's no smoke from the fire you knew was in the center, nothing like that. And you begin to walk, just crossing the dunes, and again, it is so quiet on this island. From out here, you can't hear the ocean waves crashing on the beach. You can only hear the sound of the wind as it moves past the both of you. Eventually, the both of you cross the final dune, the one that Rurik had set up on during his watch the night before. And you look down, and just like Quip Quip saw, the camp is gone. But not gone as in the sense it had never been there to begin with. Gone in the sense of wiped out. You can still see the remnants of some of the like tents and things like that. Bits of wood and scrap, the long dead remnants of a fire pit, being consumed by sand. And at first, it's pretty easy to assume that it was just destroyed or something like that. But as you get closer and you look at all of this, it seems more like this place has been long abandoned. It almost reminds you of the settlement itself. Long since empty, long since left, long since destroyed.
I'm going to turn to Quip Quip and say, Quip Quip, do you... Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't all four of us, including Latara, mention something about time when we were chatting together? Or am I missing
I
something?
remember when you happened upon me in my cave. You thought it had only been a few days, but for me it had been much, much longer. We already have established that time doesn't seem to be working correctly anymore. So, but where's the bodies?
That's what I'm saying. I think time might be... I wouldn't say this if I don't believe it, but I have a feeling that time might be shifting on its own. But I can't put my finger on it because none of this should have happened like this. We only were out at that area for not long. Yet this place looks deserted and left for like hours or days on end.
It would take more than a few days. I didn't even see the remnants of the camp when you threw me up. I didn't see a single piece of wood or debris or anything. It's mostly all buried at this point.
That's what I mean. Something's happening.
Failing. You got a shovel?
I mean, I could technically dig it up with my bare hands. Granted, it's not the best, but...
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I say we search for bodies. See if there's any evidence of, I don't know, more time passing than we thought.
Good idea, but... Since it's just the two of us, I suggest that we keep our guard up because we're out here by ourselves, and I don't know, I'm getting this weird feeling that either we're being watched or something's out here.
How about this? You dig and I'll keep watch. I'm the one with the shield here, and he's gonna clank it a few times with his sword.
I like that idea. I'll get right to it.
As you begin working, you're only able to really dig for a couple of moments before something shifts. This is something that both of you feel without really me needing to have y'all roll anything. Quip, you notice it in full first. As you're looking out and around, whereas Sinclair's looking down, you notice a sort of ripple across the sands. A wave of blue starting from off in the distance back towards where the settlement is, but not quite in that direction, spreading out across the entire island, passing over both of you. And as it waves over you, you notice something change in the sky. It's still daytime, but as your eyes drift up, drawn by this change in the sky, you see 6 long black lines cut across the sky, tearing open the blue of the sky and opening into black voids. You've already seen the voids that opened whenever you all killed an aspect in the past, but these are concrete, pitch dark. In the voids before, you could see hints of color, looking like an oil spill, just barely visible atop the black of the emptiness, but this is complete and concrete. They spread across the sky farther than your eyes can perceive, from one end of the horizon to the other, filling the sky with black, with only the occasional strip of blue sky. And from these 6 black strips, something begins to come out. Something equally black, something equally as dark, but this has mass. This is something tangible as it begins to stretch out, bigger than your mind can even properly understand. Around you, the blue wave passes over again, forming into these shapes, things that you don't fully understand or fully recognize. Some of them are kind of bipedal, some of them are kind of quadrupedal, some have more legs than you can count, and some float. They spread out across the island and even off into the water. And their features are difficult to make out. They're hazy, they're impressions of something that isn't there but also is. And we're going to go back to Rurik and Lisbeth. So, the two of you are currently facing a group of things that look like the impressions of people. All of them are facing you, arms outstretched with their hands in claw shapes.
I think Rurik grabs his medallion and begins to pray to Merkin. As he does this, he does his normal prayer, God of courage, give me strength. Guide me on your battle, let me be your blade. As he looks at the mass of creatures, which he in this moment is assuming is the spirits of what is from the past that still live here in spirit form, as he begins to try to pray to help them pass without violence.
Go ahead and roll me a religion.
All right. I won't lie to you. After I roll this, it's going to be 23. There's a reason why I'm doing this. This is just to confirm or deny my suspicion.
You begin to mutter this prayer to yourself, and for a moment you feel a response coming, but all of a sudden something seems to reverse. There's a certain warmth you feel whenever you make a prayer to Merkin. And for a moment you feel it fill your chest, but all of a sudden you feel it drain out in the opposite direction. And as you finish this prayer and you feel this divine energy flow back out of you, these forms begin to advance before suddenly freezing. And almost begin to take on more defined features. These are humans, of course. But they all wear that same crazed smile you've all seen before. Or at least some of you have seen before. Whip Whip hasn't. Twisted from ear to ear, looking painful. But they aren't moving. They seem frozen in place. And the two of you hear a voice. It echoes within the cavern, and it goes, "This place was long meant to stay gone. Locked away in the past where it served its purpose, where it stayed its welcome. This place, it was meant to contain something it never could. Something that never could have been contained in the first place. Something that had already been contained once and had already broken free once. You've come here now. You've seen what was here before. So, why are you here now? What purpose does coming to this place, lost to the time, lost to the waves of the past, here in the present? Because I can tell you right now, what happened here, it already started what's going to happen later. There is no stopping it now. History is history, future is future. Time continues on a path that cannot be stopped.
I think Rurik, does he recognize the voice? Is it the same voice that was in the void? Is this something
No.
he's never heard before at all?
It is not. But I will let you roll me a history check.
I don't like that. I'm pretty sure this is a 19. Hold on. Nope, that's that's a 19. 14 plus 5.
This voice is distorted in its own way, whether that be by the echoes of the cavern or some other magic. It is distorted enough that you don't recognize it fully, but this is a voice you have heard before. You do know that much.
But I do think Rurik will answer the voice. Something kind of tells me you already know why we're here. And if you don't, you wouldn't believe us anyways. Who are you?
The voice chuckles. There was a time where I shared the same ambition, the same ideal. I know you do. There was a time where I thought I could control the path of time itself, change what was going to happen. And I won't say there isn't some part of me that doesn't respect it in some way. But I've seen many things since I last saw you. Lived through many things, experienced many things that already happened and are to happen. And I've come to learn the future is inevitable. Just as the past was inevitable.
I think Rurik would speak up again on a limb, and with all that being said, would ask a question. So for somebody who wanted to evade war, you decide to continue it, huh?
You think I'm that angel? Really now? Oh, come now, Rurik. I know we didn't get to talk for long, we didn't get to know each other well, or at least you didn't, but you really think me that angel? Please. Lutara and his ideals, they're fruitless, and he'll learn that himself soon. No. No, I'm not the angel. I am not the harbinger of peace and love, no. At least not anymore.
Then who are you? You said we've met before. And then I think something clicks. For a moment, Rurik thinks to himself, is this Valus? And he says it in his head. But he doesn't say it out loud. He waits for an answer.
The voice doesn't react to this. If you were pulling for some attempt at, like, thought reading.
No, I was just telling everyone my train of thought right now.
Gotcha.
That was me in character, out of character, explaining my thought process without it being an out loud thought. That way everyone can see where my brain is thinking.
Okay. The voice, as you go silent, instead turns its attention. What about you, Elizabeth? I know you're smart. I mean, at least some part of you is. Surely you have some idea. After all, I am very important. At least in your past.
And he said he's not Valus, or not Lutara.
He's not Lutara.
I
think something just clicked for Chris over there.
I want to say stuff. I want to say stuff. But I want to watch as my things. I think it's more amusing to watch.
I mean, I could assume Valus?
You... please. Valus has long since dropped the act of pretending to be those she isn't. If it were her, you would know. If
The
it
author?
were her,
I just blurted it out.
he has already spoken to you. Bless you, Leon.
Thank you.
That was the response of Lisbeth, by the way. Just the third response was a sneeze. No, not that either.
I am not that either.
I would like to ask for a favor. I see that my gears are turning. Rurik knows a lot about Lisbeth. Rurik would like to see if he could roll a history check to see if he could pinpoint exactly who he believes this is. Would I be allowed to do that?
No, I'm gonna. If you
All
have
right.
an idea on who you think it is, who do you think it is?
I'll text
I'm not.
it to you.
I'm not hand feeding. No, if you're going to make a guess, you're going to make a guess out loud.
Oh, okay. I know this is weird. I actually believe it to be her father.
Interesting thought.
There's two people I believe it is, but one of them doesn't make sense to me because they voiced that they were a he, correct?
Yes.
And that's why the other one doesn't make sense to me.
So you figured it was either.
Oh
Gren
my
or
fucking god.
No, I think something else just clicked.
It's the dwarf, isn't it?
The dwarf?
The adopted father. Wasn't it a dwarf?
Oh, right.
Well,
yeah,
with you
him.
reacting like that, then never mind. I'm trying to think of male. No, I'm not saying that one because that one. Never mind. I'm backing out of this.
Does Elizabeth say that out loud?
Yes.
I forgot that fucker existed.
Who did Elizabeth just say?
Yuri wasn't there for that session.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the smartness I knew was in there somewhere.
So you didn't die? Or did die?
No, I didn't die. I was just shown something that I think it's time you all see as well. And with that, we're going to cut back to Quip and Sinclair.
Who? Question: Who was the person that was just said? Because I'm trying to
Wraithen.
remember, but I didn't.
Uh,
I forgot about him.
Dragnia Court Wizard.
He was the one that teleported us to safety as Valus began to attack the hidden
the
village.
halfling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Also the one who cast
I
the
forgot.
seeming
I
I forgot
about
he
him.
existed. There was like a
I
couple
forgot
thought
about
process. Like if they didn't say he, I thought it was Thierra. But then she mentioned he, and I was like, well, that takes that away. That would have been funny to witness. And I was like, well, there's only a couple male role models I truly remember, and it was the adopted father. It's me, which would have been a weird ass fucking plot twist. And also,
Dang.
you know, her actual father.
Dang! I should have killed Rurik when I had the chance. It was him.
I should have killed myself when I had the chance.
But yes, we're going to
Anyway.
go back to Quip and Sinclair. So the two of you are under this black streaked sky with this impossible shape coming out of it and all of these forms surrounding you, tinted in blue. Much like the figures down in the cavern with Rurik and Lisbeth, these strange shapes mill about for a while before seemingly noticing the two of you all at once and begin approaching before also freezing. And you all hear a voice as well. The same voice.
Oh no.
This is what is to come. This is the future that awaits this place. All of these places, this world itself. You all are up against odds so far out of your own league, I don't think you can even comprehend it.
We made a god kill herself.
That was not an answer I was expecting.
Oh.
That just came out of me.
Oh.
I'm gonna need a second after that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Chris, you need to clip that.
I'm
This is
sorry.
outboard.
I'm sorry.
Don't be that. Honestly, that's actually really funny because that was an answer I wasn't expecting.
What was that, Sam?
It fits Quip as a character, I'll give it that.
I
Yeah.
know I shouldn't have interrupted you. I shouldn't have got in the middle of.
It's fine.
I'm not.
That was perfect.
I'm not
That's
trying to
what
be
it was.
Look, I'm not trying to be too much of a clown, but at the same time, you know Quip would have said that. You know Quip would have said that, man. Like, you don't understand the odds you're up against. We made a tall lady kill herself. I don't.
To
That
be-
was coming.
Anyway,
Chris
the,
cooking right now.
the voice responds and goes, "Yes, I am aware of what happened to her. But that doesn't change anything. In this future, it's unavoidable. Sure, you may go around killing us. You may destroy these oh so important aspects of creation, these fragments of reality as they come into being, but in the end, this is the future to come. Regardless of whether you're alive for it or not, doesn't matter. One way or another, the sky will rend, the world will fall apart at the seams as it is undone and remade. That is something even Valus doesn't understand to the fullest extent.
We made a god kill herself. I love how I accidentally went a little southern for that one too.
You did.
Hold on. We made a god kill herself.
I do not need 2 quips in my life.
We made a
What?
god kill
What?
herself.
Why was that soundboard so quick for that one too?
Because I'm on point, brother. I don't fuck around. Somebody says clip that. I clip that shit. Somebody says make it a soundboard. Guess what I do? I make it a soundboard.
But anyway. But that is something even Valus doesn't understand to its fullest extent. And frankly, I pity her for it. But I know what's to come. And I know that whether or not I die or not, well, it changes nothing in the end. So, what I ask is if you see this unending destruction before you, why are you here? Why are you trying?
If it's so hopeless and there's no point to what we're doing, why do you feel the need to talk to us about it?
I have certain connections to some of the people here. I figured I would go out of my way to try my hand at convincing, even if it is fruitless. Because you see, I was once like all of you. There was a time where I was against all of this, but, well, I had my eyes opened. I was shown what was to come, what came before. One way or another, this will happen. But I'd rather make it easier for you all if I can.
Sweet of you.
You know, Quip, I know who you are. I've seen your past. I know what you were condemned to in those mines. I know what you experienced at the hands of those dwarves. I know your life to its fullest extent. As do I know Sinclair's, as do I know Rurik's, and as do I know Lisbeth's. I've seen your pasts. I see your presents now, and I know your futures. So, it begs the question of why make all those things that you went through before? Why continue down this path that I know all of you here can see is pointless and throw all of that which you loved into the gutter for nothing?
Out of character, I might have misheard that. Could you repeat what they said? Because I don't think I caught that correctly.
What was the last thing you heard?
I thought I heard them say something along the lines of, why would you throw all of that into the gutter?
That
But
is
I'm
what I said.
okay, but I guess I was confused because it sounded like they were trying to. Ain't they telling us to throw it into the gutter? Ain't that like the whole point
Well,
here?
no, what he's saying is, why are you doing this thing that is obviously doomed to fail, and throwing away everything that you held dear before into the gutter by throwing yourself into the fires of this for nothing?
Oh, okay. So he's saying that we can preserve what we love by just rolling over.
Yes.
That's his message. Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. You want the honest answer? It's simple. It's because we live. It's because we have souls. It's because we don't just want to roll over and die. You ever see a bear caught in a bear trap? Does it just sit there and wait for the inevitable, or does it not try? Have you ever seen a deer that's being outran by a pack of wolves? Does it just sit there, or does it try? That's the point. That's the point I had to make to this one's mother. Because no one seems to understand. Why do you try even when it's fruitless? Simple, because you're meant to try. That's your entire life. You live to live. And what? You've forgotten that? Huh? This little ascended ethereal form of yours has made you forget that promise? And besides, if you know our futures, then why are you wasting your time on this folly? Or maybe you have seen our futures and know that we do have a chance. Your convincing doesn't sound very assured of itself, does it? No, you're not speaking like someone who thinks he's going to win. You're speaking like someone who's afraid that he isn't. You could just kill me here now. You might have a connection to the other ones, but you don't have a connection to me. Witnessing my past, what does that matter to you? I'm just another goblin amongst millions and millions that will never be remembered. You know that our lives aren't meant to be remembered, so go ahead. You've opened up the sky. You've torn apart reality itself. Come on. All I have is a few pieces of dinky steel on my body and a little sword that's gonna rust in a few years. But you, well, aren't you a god? Ain't that something you can do? Don't you have that little author on your side? Is none of that good enough? Come on. What's the holdup? And he's going to take off his breastplate, and he's going to try to remove the steel and leather, the chainmail and leather under it, and expose his chest. My heart's here. You have perfect aim, do you not? Come on. Do it.
As you do this, about 30 feet in front of you, another wave of blue energy appears, centering on one point. And that blue energy coalesces into the shape of an incredibly tall elf, adorned in heraldic wizard robes. And he has a staff, but he's not holding it. Instead, it's floating in the air about 2 feet to his left. And he goes, "You see, the past, the future, all of that, sure, it's set in stone. But one can always hope to dot a few extra I's, slash a couple more T's, to tweak things here and there. The end point will always be the same, but one can have ideals, one can hope. After all, that's what Lutara is all about. That's what Rurik is all about. I figured that I may have one last attempt at indulging the little bit of left inside me, but it seems that was pointless. I should have expected as much. I should have seen as much, but I suppose I turned a blind eye intentionally. But, alas. Back in the cavern, in front of you, the two of you see a similar form appear before the two of you. And this one goes, "The past is so important to the two of you. Well, at least one of you. Lisbeth, I know that your past is muddled. You don't remember a whole lot of it. But I know that your past is what shaped you into who you are now. If it weren't for your past, you wouldn't have the magic you do now. But Rurik, the past is oh so very important to you. You and your books and your teachings and all of the things that you've learned over your many, many years of living. Your self-exile for all those years, hiding away from the Protectorate before you were found. It's so very important to you. But there's one thing I think you know better than anyone else, Rurik, and that is that history repeats itself. It always does. As Valus likes to put it, nothing remains the same. But in some ways it does. Past influences the future. The future then becomes the past, which influences the future yet again. And it will do so again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
So what you're saying is for the rest of eternity, for the rest of all times, there will be a world where somebody like me, who suffers, who mourns, who cries, every day wanting to undo the past, like my Rhea. There will always be some smuck like you who threatens my daughter in her afterlife. That will always repeat. You ask what we are doing here. I want to keep my daughter safe. That's all I've ever wanted. And according to Valus, you plan on wiping out my daughter. All gods, all planes to rewrite as your own. That's not saving a life. That's not promises of eternity. That's execution to a poor little girl's soul that doesn't deserve it. My little girl's soul. That's what I'm doing here. I give two fucks about the past, less than I do my girl. And you and your fucking pansies plan to endanger her. What do you have to say about that? Convince me you're doing the right thing by killing a little girl. Go ahead. Rurik readies his warhammer. No intention to swing, but he readies it. Go ahead. Now.
You see, Rurik, what I don't intend is for this cycle to continue. Cycles were never my thing, no matter how much they matter in time. No. No, what I intend is for the cycle to stop. You see, I have a better understanding of what's happening here than anyone else. Than you, than Lisbeth, than Quip, than Sinclair, than the Oak Mother, than Lutara, than even Valus herself. Because I've seen it all. Perhaps the only one who knows what's to come better than me is the Creator himself. He has grown tired of this world. In its infancy, he loved this world so very dearly, just as much as you loved your darling daughter. But every world outlives its use. Every reality overstays its welcome. This world had its past. It has its present. But this world has lived past its need for a future. And that's something you'll never understand. I see that now. I see now that no matter what I say, none of you will ever understand. And in truth, that saddens me. But it changes nothing.
I just asked you to make me understand. And your way of doing it is by backpedaling. Saying we will never. Make me understand. Use your words, big boy. Come on! Do it! Unless you have no plan. What is your plan? Don't tell me in a way to make me stop it. No! I'll do as I must. But that's my daughter we're talking about. You know that very well. So what?
My plan is for a better future. Even if that means no future at all. Whether you understand that or not isn't my problem, Rurik.
No.
Because I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this now. Your daughter, she died. Yes, she died a horrid death. I know. I saw it. And trust me, you have my deepest, sincerest condolences for it. In a perfect world, that never would have happened. In a perfect world, the war that ravaged across your lands and ended in the death of your daughter and your wife never would have started to begin with. But we don't live in a perfect world. However, this goes one of two ways. Either there's a perfect world, one made by the Creator, where this doesn't happen. And all due respect to the beloved author, but he's not going to do that. He grew tired of this world already. The closest we can get is no future at all, no world at all, because one way or another, if something doesn't change, the cycle will continue. People will die for petty wars that mean nothing.
I think with everything just said, Rurik kind of chuckles quietly to himself, loud enough that everyone can hear, but quiet enough to show that he's beginning to break. You know what's funny? For somebody who claims they know the future, you should have known the words you should have used with me. You should have tried to at least convince me a little bit that if I gave in, me, Evelyn, and Rhea would have been fine. Maybe trick me that there is an afterlife the author was planning to where all of our souls would go to live in peace. But instead, that was more of a spit in the face. Now I understand that my hope that I was the foolish one. The hope that you all did really have a plan of good. Where my daughter was going to be okay even if I died and I suffered. No soul, no afterlife. Endless bliss of darkness. At least my daughter would have been fine. No. Instead, you tell me that nothing should remain, and he readies to swing his warhammer.
As you do this, simultaneously both projections, both versions of Freythan say the same thing. I have seen how all of this goes. I have seen how all of this ends. And you know, for your sakes, I hope you're doing the right thing. Everybody roll me initiative.
Oh, dude, no fucking
12.
way I got a fucking 19.
21! 21! Give it up for 21.
I got a 12 plus 1.
That honestly felt a little good. By the way, Sam, I do want you to know if Fraythen did try to convince Rurik that there was a good
19.
that something good would have came out of it for his daughter, there was a chance I was going to stand down completely and allow everything to go through. Completely contradictory to what he said to Quip Quip, Rurik would give in at any sight that his daughter would have been okay. And for somebody who apparently has seen the future, he clearly didn't do his homework.
As far as you know.
As far as I know, yeah. I should probably put on the combat music. Hold on.
So let's see. Quip Quip,
This
you
one?
said you
No, not this one.
you said you rolled a 21.
Yes.
There are a few things I need to do real quick in advance of this fight. Lisbeth and Rurik both rolled 19s. Who has the higher dex mod?
I have a dex mod of 2, so I think Elizabeth will have a higher dex.
I have a dex mod of 1.
Wow, so I have a higher dex? I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Elizabeth doesn't do much physical combat.
With good reason. Well, no, I do actually do a lot of physical combat. You just haven't seen it.
No, Leon, you're. Oh, I can't even show you. Damn it! Leon says I'm shaking. That he's shaking a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And I can't even show him how bad I'm shaking right now.
What did Sinclair roll on initiative?
I got a 12 plus a 1, so it's a 13.
No, what I'm hoping, because I think it would be cool as shit, is it's a shared health pool, and when you guys hit them, we can see it. It's like a weird Heimdall situation.
You wanna know who I was thinking that this person was? Just
Who?
as a joke. I was thinking it was the fucking Lich.
The
I ain't gonna
what?
lie.
From Adventure
Lich.
Time?
No, the Lich.
Which Lich? There's a lot of
We
Liches.
haven't encountered
Oh,
D&D
you
Lich.
mean Vecna, brother.
Oh.
No, not
Yeah,
Vecna.
Vecna is the Lich. You're talking about the one in Dead by Daylight, right?
Yeah, but I meant the Lich.
Yeah,
by-
yeah, that
in
Lich.
D&D.
That's
That
Vecna.
li-
That's Vecna.
that Lich in Dead by Daylight is the same Lich in D&D, and they're both Vecna.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Vecna's a fun boy.
Huh. Hmm.
Hey Chris, what kind of battle music do you got going?
I have, since I'm recording, a royalty-free by Kevin MacLeod called Volatile Reaction. It goes bum bum banana bum 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 banana.
Play
The
Celtic
one on-
Knights.
I'm playing Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn because it's a
What?
good song.
What? So you're just fighting Neon Moon?
Yeah.
This is weird combat. I feel sexually turned on. Are you playing Mel Brooks?
Honestly, if I have time, while we're waiting for them to do what they need to do, I'm gonna go grab someone from the kitchen. So
I do think it would be wise. Again, as I said earlier, I'm getting over a sickness. I think I need to go pee and wet my whistle, because if I don't, my voice is going to start fucking up shortly. So
A
I'll be
pee
right
break?
back. Yeah, quick pee break for me.
Pre-combat pre-break. Let's go.
No, it's Crunk Knight, not Celtic Knight. guess everybody's going to pee. I haven't really felt the need to pee though, but I guess I can. Okay.
That
And I love my mom.
Sorry about that, fellas. I know I took quite some time. I've
I
wet
think-
my whistle and I feel good. Oh, wait, I actually don't know this one. I would play that, but that's not like the violent battle music that I want to play. That is a funky sound, though. I like that 8-bit night sound. Oh, fuck. Sam, can I have a sneak round? I know this bitch can see the future. Please. That's it. I just leave call. That's it. No more D&D for me. I just leave. 500 velociraptors.
500 cigarettes.
You said that and your face cam's frozen. Your face cam froze as you said that. So you're just like, 500 cigarettes.
That's the only proper way to do it, though.
Dude, volatile reaction is such a bop. I don't know why. It's my favorite, oh shit, shit's going down song. I'm gonna send it in the general for you guys. I actually, fun fact about the B-Rex channel. A long time ago, I did GTA skits. I have like 2 GTA skits on the channel, and we were going to do more, but we never got around to it before me and the guy stopped being friends. This song was in one of the intense chase scenes, and I remember it. As my character in the skit died, I had so much fun recording the skits, dude. I'll have to find them and send them to the group chat so y'all can make fun of how bad it is. Commander Bear. I'm assuming Leon is still gone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I found it. Hold on.
Yeah, I read the message.
That was to myself.
No.
No, I just sent something to myself. Trying to send it to you guys.
No, I was getting frustrated because it kept telling me new message in general, new message.
Yeah, I
in
hate
general.
that
And
shit.
it's like, dude, I'm literally in general. I see it.
You have to
Stop.
like click the new message purple for it to go away for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first GTA skit I ever did. That one was a lot of fun. Are all my GTA skits? Oh my god, they are. I found my entire GTA playlist. Oh, dude, this makes me want to do GTA skits again. They were awful.
I'd be down to do that with you.
I don't have it
know
on
one.
PC.
Right. Fuck.
Your voice has not changed at all.
Oh, well, this is only like 3 years ago.
Only.
Oh wow, actually 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. And then there was that one, it was a hero skit, and then the other one was like a horror skit. You can tell like how far my editing came along because you can see how bad it is. Then like you mentioned the other day, wow, your editing is actually kind of fun. I haven't done anything for YouTube in 2 months now. I need to actually get back to that eventually. I've just been so stressed and so busy with everything.
Suffer not the alien to live.
I lost my Gatorade. I found my Gatorade. Whoa. Whoa. Triple attack. Jeez, how much damage am I taking from that, DM?
432.
Well, guys, time to build a new character. His name is Furrick Rostbeard. He is a hill dwarf instead of a mountain dwarf. He's a bard instead of a cleric. I should actually play a bard one day because I actually have a guitar I can play. I just don't know if Discord would pick it up. I think that would be a fun thing. Just, my name is Cleric. I'm not a cleric. And it's like, burr, burr, now, now, now.
Hello.
Ew.
Hello. Is Chris here?
Yes.
Oh, Chris, you want to know why I was thinking it was Vecna?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Because I listened to his Mori in Dead by Daylight, and he literally said, "I've seen things that you've done," and I was thinking, this Sam.
I will tell you.
Said it when. What was it?
Give it about 6 years, and you will eventually run into Vecna if we're still doing D&D in 6 years. I already have plans for the next campaign.
Oh.
Of course, I'm not going to run it after my campaign. I'm hoping like Yuri or you, Leon, will run a campaign.
Yeah.
I want it,
But
since it's our DM's stories, I want everyone to be able to have their chance to be a DM. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. But that's why I thought about it, because I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, I recognize
This
that.
sound-
Sam, did you see the
this-
photo I sent you earlier?
Maybe.
It's with my notepad.
Oh, yes, I did.
How did you like that?
I'm assuming that was you, like, putting together what was the fucked up
That's
first.
my assumption of what it could be.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's pretty close, but it's not 100%.
Alright. Well, is Yuri back?
Yeah, I've been back for some time. Can y'all not hear me?
No, I can't. I just couldn't remember if I had heard you come back or not.
Oh, yeah. No.
I think I need to turn down the battle music. Yuri is really quiet. Let me see if he.
He's
Yeah.
just quiet. in
I'm
general.
sorry, am I
Jesus!
listenable now?
You actually made me jump, brother. Actually, kind of hurt my ears just a little bit. You gave me the Leon treatment in Phasmophobia.
Alright. Well, since everyone's back, are we ready to start this encounter?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it is Quip first.
All right. So we should start this off strong. Oh yeah, let me check the rules on that one real quick. I gotta figure it out one way or another. Okay. Do. All right, Witch Bolt. Yep, it's time. There it is. All right. So yeah, that is
Sorry,
a...
it took me a second to get it for you. I'm sorry.
No worries. So yeah, that is a ranged spell attack.
Yep.
Right. We'll see. Okay. 17?
Does not hit.
Okay. 17 is too low, so we're going much higher AC. All right. Good to know. So that did not hit. That was a action. Attack after bonus. Wait, attack has a bonus action after casting a cantrip. No, that is not a cantrip.
Yeah, Witch Bolt is first level, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a first level spell. Speaking of which, let me use a spell slot. Thank you. Action we can do. Take an action. I apologize. I'm just trying to figure out if I can make like a physical attack since I failed the Eldritch Bolt or not. Not Eldritch Bolt, but Witch Bolt. Because take an extra action. Because doesn't the way the extra attack work just means, just taking an extra...
You can take an extra attack after making an attack action.
And I cast an offensive spell. Does that count as an attack action?
Does not.
Okay.
It counts as a spell action.
Great, okay. Thank you for letting me know. That was where I was getting lost. You know what? I'm actually going to save my action surge and whatnot. I'm gonna save that for now. But I am going to try to get as close as I can to Sinclair, and I'm going to try to get in front of him.
Alright. So you can utilize the absorb elements in your shield?
That and my fighting style is protection. As a reaction, use your shield to impose disadvantage.
Alright.
So I'm trying to use absorb elements and impose disadvantage on any attacks towards Sinclair.
Alright.
With that, I will pass my turn.
Alright, that brings it to the Wraithen there with the two of you.
Okay.
Yes, the two Wraithens have separate initiatives.
That makes sense. That's actually kind of cool. That makes sense. Notice how I didn't say separate health pools. Nah, fuck with you.
Thomas is coming.
Thomas is coming.
Do you know the joke behind that, Sam?
I'm assuming it's the train.
Well, yeah, but do you know why we've nicknamed it Thomas?
No.
We were playing Phasmophobia one night, and as we were going through the halls, all you heard from like the other room was a fucking train, and it scared the shit out of me. I was like, "Do you hear that?" And here he goes, "Yeah, it's just Thomas."
That's great. All right. So this Fraythan is when you sent out the witch bolt, he just kind of sidestepped and like looked at it before looking back and goes, "That's right. You never met me. You never learned that. Well, I'm a far better spellcaster than you are, I'm sure." And he is going to, let's see. He is going to cast. What is he going to cast? Hold on. There's a certain spell I want. I can't find it. Where is it? No, it's not that one. Is it on this one? Oh, I should have had this open already, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Shut
Was that Talking Ben?
Ho, ho, ho.
And he's going to cast Lightning Bolt in response. So let's see. Lightning Bolt. A stroke of lightning forming a line of 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. Taking a 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. And because you decided to move in front of Sinclair, it is going to be at both of you.
Okay. The absorb elements on that shield.
Yes.
Is that? Do I have to use that as an action strictly, or can that also be a reaction?
It's a reaction spell.
Okay. And absorb elements. That is a spell capture somebody.
You gain resistance to the damage type, and add the damage type to your next melee attack.
Okay. Also, the first time you take a melee attack at your turn, the target takes one. Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, can I just say that's cool as shit? That's the first time I'm ever hearing of this. That's fucking cool.
Hold on. One reaction which you take when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. So yeah, I'm gonna use that shield to cast absorb elements on the lightning.
That will help you, will not help Sinclair. So I need both of you to roll me dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And it's not an attack, so we don't get the disadvantage.
It's a 10 plus 1, so I got an 11.
That is a fail.
Ah, shoot,
Shit.
15.
That is also a fail.
Yeah.
So quick, because you
Absorb
used
element.
absorb elements, you're only going to take half of this damage. Give me 1 second to roll said damage.
Oh, so if I had passed, would I have taken like none or half of half?
You would have taken half of half.
Okay. And this, right, and I couldn't even use shield to impose disadvantage on this because this wasn't a...
It was not an attack.
Yeah, it was...
One more die. Alright, Sinclair, you are going to take 24 damage. Quick, you are going to take 12.
Oh my lordy.
I'm scared for what that means for Elizabeth. I'm pretty sure that's her max health.
My max is 52.
Yeah, potato.
Oh yeah, I need to check this.
What?
So yeah, quick. Your next melee attack will deal an additional d6 of lightning damage.
Also,
But he's gonna kind of chuckle and goes, something that is very important here is always going to be scale. Surely you understand that by now. And with that, that is going to bring it to Rurik's turn.
All right. I'm not changing what I'm doing. I am still going to be swinging on my Warhammer because that's actively what I was doing when we entered combat.
Yes.
So I'm going to roll and... No! Yes! Fucking wait! Holy shit, dude! Hold on. I don't know if you can see it.
your camera is.
I can't bring it closer. Ah!
Assuming it's a natural 20.
It is. I only show you the cam when it's a fucking nat 20. Because I want you guys to believe me.
You move to swing your hammer at Freythan.
By the way, that's a total of 29 to hit.
You step forward to swing your hammer at him. And it seems for a moment as though it's going to hit, but as a reaction, Freythan is going to use one of his divination rolls to change that natural 20 into a 2.
You're a dick.
I know.
By the way, fuck you.
I know.
Friend group immediately falls apart over that.
By the way, fuck you, because even though that doesn't land, I have an ability, bitch.
I'm assuming you're gonna warp priest.
I am going to fucking... Let me double check, because I know I have an additional ability that I'm planning on trying to use. I just got to remember what it's called real quick. Where is it? Is it this one? On each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 once per turn. So I'm going to War Priest it. So I'm going to spin a War Priest, going from 4 to 3. I am going to roll to hit. You're not going to fucking believe me. That's 19 plus 9.
Alright, that will hit. Can I use action again?
I wish you weren't a dick. I wish I rolled the 19 first. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little salty. I was so happy about that nat 20, man. I can't find my dice. Here it is. So it's my
Sam?
Warhammer.
Yeah.
Sam still has to punish us sometimes.
1d12.
Yeah, you guys womp my shit so often.
That's a 12 on the die.
We do.
So 12 plus 5 plus a d8,
Okay.
which is a fucking 5.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling.
2 damage.
How much?
I did 22 damage on one swing, sadly. That makes me feel a little better. 22 is close to 20.
As the hammer cracks across Freythan, outside, you will see the Freythan outside sort of flinch in pain.
I knew it. I knew it. That's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool.
Oh, so we noticed the flinch?
Yes. It's kind of hard to miss the guy who's standing there pompously all of a sudden flinching in pain. Is there anything else you would like to do, Rurik?
That is sadly all I can do for my turn, and I'm not backing up. I'm not backing down.
Alright, that will bring it around to Lisbeth.
Fireball.
I'm gonna. Well, no, because I would, except now the motherfucker is too close.
Well, I think in this tunnel we're always too close. Fireball's what, a 50-foot radius or some shit like that? 20-foot
No.
radius? I don't remember how it goes. I've never used Fireball.
It's a 30-foot radius.
No, it's 20-foot radius.
I'm
Oh,
sure
well,
20 foot still fills this tunnel.
No, this tunnel is almost 60 feet across.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's just you're right on top of him.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level. That will be 4 rays. So, spell attack, that's an 8 right now. Where'd that go? It didn't, where the fuck did that go? Under my seat. Yep. That's 22.
Okay.
25.
Mm-hmm.
24. My fucking god. And a 26.
All right, so a 22, 24, 25, and a 26.
Yep.
All right. How many of those were above 23?
I think all but one.
I thought you had a 22, a 23, a 25, and a 26.
No, there was a 22, a 24, a 25,
Okay.
and a 26.
Then yeah, all but one.
Okay. Alright. This Wraithen is going to cast Shield, blocking one of those.
Okay, so that is 66, that hit.
I just
15
learned.
damage.
How much
15.
total?
Yes.
I just learned something new about spiritual weapon.
Back.
Okay. When you cast a spell using spell slot level 3rd or higher, the damage increased by 1d8 for every 2 slots above the 2nd level. I can cast 2 level 4 spells, which means I can cast a spiritual weapon that does 2d8.
Oh my lord. Wow. Wow.
Plus my spell casting ability modifier, which is a 4. So it's 2d8 plus 4.
Wowee. Wowee. Wowee.
I can do up to 20 damage if I crit completely. And if the Warhammer spiritual Warhammer crits by rolling a natural 20, which I feel like I ran out of luck and this fucker's gonna change the roll again, it could do 40 damage, and that's insane.
Bow. Bow. Wow.
It would be funny if I can cast Hold Person and his both bodies stop moving. Something I'm not going to take the risk on, because if I waste spell slots doing goofy ideas, one of us may die. And I hate to say it, but Quip, out of the both of you, you have the higher chance of surviving longer, and it's because of your second wind.
Oh. Yeah.
Because you guys don't have a healer over there.
Yeah.
And you guys are getting big rolls. You guys are getting hurt. You guys are getting hurted.
Well, I have a chance of surviving long enough because I
You
do have a high HP.
You do have a giant HP. That is true. But Quip can heal themselves while you can't.
This is true.
This is really cool, though. I really do enjoy the whole. Whenever I thought about what future could be, because I was talking to Sam about a couple of theories I had and a couple ideas I had about Rurik and whatnot. We sat down for a while and talked. And I was talking to him about the books I'm writing, stuff like that. I'm not actively writing them in person, but in game I'm writing them. And I was telling him what exactly I was writing and stuff like that. And then I mentioned that for future, it should be something like Heimdall. And it would be so cool for them to like predict moves and actually dodge and have such a high AC that whenever we actually hit them, it would be shocking. I was not at all expecting us to go against Future 2 sessions later. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking hilarious. It's so fucking cool. Welcome back, Samuel. Notice how I said Samuel instead of Samuel? Because Sam is a well guy. According to Instagram, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen all the Sam hate videos? Because Abby's been seeing them too.
No.
Dude, they're all over my Instagram feed. It's like, everybody meet me at the Walmart at 12 o'clock today. We're jumping Sam. I'm like, what? It's like all over my feed right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it just one of these where they're hating on a specific random name, or
It's just a specific random name, and they chose Sam this month apparently.
I have a friend named Daniel, and my entire feed was just full of that stuff for Daniel, and our Instagram chat was just, Daniel, it's time to pay your child support. And he's like, dude,
Abby looked
stop.
at me last night and said, "What did Sam do?" I was like, "What? Like, is Sam okay?" Like, I started panicking. She was like, "No, I'm trying to be funny." And then she shows me the video, and it was like, "We should crucify Sam." I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, it genuinely shocked me.
Kill Sam, behead Sam.
I seen one that was just straight up names I hate: Sarah, Samuel, Sam. Did I mention Sam? Sam above all. It was like top 5 names I hate. Sam made the top 3.
Mine, is there anything else Elizabeth is going to do with her turn?
If you have an AC booster, you better do it to yourself now, brother.
Me?
Yeah, you're mine.
Oh, I didn't hear because Sam was just so quiet.
That is fair, Sam. You are relatively quiet. A
Yeah,
little
it's a bit
better.
So
Sounds
what'd you
like
ask
you're
me to
laying
do?
on your microphone.
But is there anything else you're gonna do?
Hmm. No.
Alright, then that will bring it to that Frathen's turn. And Elizabeth, he looks at you and goes, "Oh, due respect, this isn't a place for you. Not right now. All you're going to do is make this worse on yourself." And he's going to point at you and use an ability called Show the Future. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
No.
I'm scared to find out what this
This is like the opposite of Heimdall. It doesn't see the future. He shows the future. That's scary.
No.
Elizabeth sees Rurik dead as hell.
Oh. 9.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That fails.
Oh no.
Elizabeth, for a moment, everything goes silent. The sound of the illusions around you, the sound of Rurik's breathing, of Frathen's voice, all of it gone in an instant. And then all of a sudden your vision follows suit, and then all of a sudden you are met with the same vision that Quip and Sinclair are seeing outside. The sky ripped open into 6 patches of blackness with incomprehensible things coming out of it. The world covered in creatures too alien for you to really understand, as the terrain itself seems to be melting and fading from existence. You're in this moment for what feels like an eternity. You are now stunned until for the next 1 round.
Oh.
Which means that you will not be able to do anything until your next turn after until the start of your following turn after that, your next.
Got it.
Any attacks made against you have advantage.
Oh. Lovely.
So in other words, I'm practically by myself right now.
Rurik, you can take an action to shake her out of it. But that would require you to move away from Freythan, which would provoke an opportunity attack, and would take up an entire action.
Which
He's
sadly
not a
is
fighter
something.
who can just...
Sadly, that's
Yeah.
something I can't afford to do. I'm going to have to just hold my ground.
And that is all he is going to do for his turn. And that will bring it to Sinclair.
I think I dodged a bullet, guys.
All right.
I'm alive, I guess.
How far is Freyfriend from me?
About 30 feet.
This ain't gonna work. No. Oh, but this can. I want to cast Cloud of Daggers on Freythan.
You took Cloud of Daggers.
That's kind of cool.
Interesting.
I also have Spray of Cards, which I was planning to use, but it's 15 feet, not 30. I'm like, fuck.
Let me look at the exact verbiage of Cloud of Daggers real quick.
Well, Leon, I can tell
I
you
have
this. You can move closer and then cast spells. You're allowed to do that.
I know, but I don't want to risk it.
You
dude.
don't want to get close. That's understandable.
Yeah, because
I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure you knew you could.
I know,
because the way you worded that was, I can't do this at all.
I know, but here's the thing. I have a feeling if I had moved forward closer, my ass probably would either A, get pushed back, or B, I would get an instantaneous spell casted on me where I would get fucking folded.
You want to know what I believe? I believe that no matter where you're standing, you are in danger, brother.
Yeah.
What level are you casting it at?
It is a level 2, apparently.
It's a 2nd level spell.
If you click on the spell on the bottom right, you should see a number. It says spell slot. Click it and it shows you what level. If you have enough of a certain level, you can cast it at that level. For instance, if you have a level 3 slot, you can bump it up to level 3 and cast it at level 3.
And if you do, it deals an additional 2d4 slashing damage.
Do you need me to send you a short video of me showing you an example with Rurik for you to be able to see?
No, because what it says under it is a 2nd level conjuration.
Does it say you can... I'm going to show you a video.
It is a 2nd level spell, yes, but you can upcast it at a higher level spell slot for an enhanced effect.
Okay.
So, for example, at 2nd level, Cloud of Daggers deals 4d4 slashing damage to anything that moves into the area or starts its turn there. But if you cast it at 3rd level, it'll instead deal 6d4.
All right, Leon, I just sent you a video of how to do it on your app. You can watch that video and it shows you exactly what to do.
That is, of course, assuming you have a 3rd level spell slot to use, which I think you should, as a... I don't know.
Yeah.
You have more levels in Barbarian than you do Warlock.
I think he's Warlock level 2.
Yeah, no.
So.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It casts at a level 2 with a.
That's
Then
why,
you
is because
said-
he's not a high enough
Because
level.
you don't have third level spell slots. That makes sense.
Yep.
All right. This swirling cloud of. Do you want it to be daggers or like mini axes? Since you have a penchant for axes.
Dagger should I have to roll for this?
No. It just
Okay.
happens.
Okay, I wanted to double check that.
You will have to roll the damage when that happens, but that's it.
Okay. And
Anything else? You can rage as a bonus action, though. I think. Yeah, Cloud of Daggers is a concentration spell, so raging will break you out of that concentration. So never mind.
yeah, I would say I want to try to swing, but I think that would also break my cons.
No, I think you can still attack while concentrating. Hold on.
All right, because so I'm gonna make
Let
gonna
me
make a
double
range.
check.
for it.
You can attack while concentrating on a spell.
All right, I would like to throw a javelin for 1d6 plus 3 damage.
Yep.
Son of a bitch! I had to re-roll it because it did not fully come out of where it was. I got plus 6 with a, I believe the purple also adds on to it, so a plus 7.
Okay. What was the roll?
Plus 6.
What was the roll?
Oh, for damage.
No. What did you roll to hit? You're only telling me the modifier.
I just said it, I got a 6.
You were saying
Total?
plus 6.
I said 6 plus 7.
So you got a 6 and a 7. So that's only a 13 to hit. That doesn't hit.
Okay.
So close.
Actually, hold on. Cloud of Daggers is an action spell, so you couldn't throw the javelin anyway. So we will ignore that.
Okay.
Good catch, DM.
I think that's really the only bonus.
Do I get
action.
inspiration for jerking you off for that one?
I don't
What the fuck?
bonus actions aside from raging, but like I said, that'll end your concentration. If that's everything, that'll bring it back around to Quip.
Yeah, so
Oh
I guess that,
boy. Okay. All right. Well, I guess there's really only one obvious course of action at the present hour, and that is to swing with my sword.
One thing. Because of Cloud of Daggers, to get close enough to deal melee damage, you will be caught in its radius.
How much damage is it currently doing?
4d4 damage per turn that you spend inside of the radius.
4d4.
Yes.
Weeball.
DM, is that like everybody's turn? Like if it cuts to me, he's gonna take
No.
another 4d4, or is it every time it's his turn?
It's at the start of each turn that a creature is. It will be on his turn.
Okay,
He
I
will take the
understand.
damage. He will take the damage when he walks in, and at the start of each of his consecutive turns that he's inside of the radius.
All right.
All
I'm
right,
only
well-
asking because I was curious. It's a spell that I don't fully know.
Quip is gonna go ahead and enter the Cloud of Daggers, so I guess hit me with the 4d4.
Leon, you're the owner of the spell. You roll damage.
all right.
The one time Leon rolls straight crits, it's just all fours.
So it's a full 4d4. It landed upright on a 4.
All right, now do that 3 more times.
All right. For another 4
Ooh.
and a 3. So 2 4s and a 3.
One
One more
more.
time.
Last one.
I just did 3.
You gotta
Yeah,
do
it's
3
4.
more. It's a total of 4.
Okay.
4 total D4s.
Okay. Now it's 3 4s plus
Oh gosh!
1 3.
I was almost right!
Alright, so it's 15
no!
damage to your quick whip as you step in.
Oh,
Alright, well-
that's fucked up.
Alright, well, now that I'm in the fray, Quip is going to ready his sword and go for the swing. Alright, come on. Natural 20.
Silvery bars. He's going to impose disadvantage on the attack.
So you're just a dick to everybody tonight.
Oh, yeah,
I don't blame you. I am 100% okay with this. It is 100% fair. You do have to make it balanced, and we're kind of fucked up anyways.
You
Just,
missed for plus 9 to hit.
Hey, fuck you. That's my plus 9. It's your fault.
But
I don't blame him. Yeah, just go for the night. This is where we're going to end our session. It was fun, everybody watching. As you can see, we're all miserable. Sam is an awful, awful DM. Not story-wise, just heart-wise.
is that 15 or after modifiers?
That's after modifiers.
That does not hit, my friend.
You got a second attack, though, right?
You have a second attack.
Does this one have disadvantage out of curiosity?
No.
You might be able to crit, brother.
And he doesn't have another reaction, so he can't do it again.
19.
That does hit. And it deals an additional d6 of lightning damage.
Additional d6
Yes.
of lightning damage. Alright, so for the sword swing, that's going to be... and actually I have something else to do real quick, so let me put that damage in, then I have to mention something else. So, the sword swing is a 5, plus the 4, so that's 9 on the sword swing. The
Okay.
lightning damage is plus 1.
Okay.
And as a goblin, he has a funky little ability called Fury of the Small, where, let me read it exactly again. When you damage a creature with an attack or a spell and the creature size is larger than yours, you can cause the attack or spell to cause extra damage to the creature. The extra damage equals your level. Once you use this trait, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Quip over here is, of course, level 9, so that is an additional 9 damage.
Alright.
So that is 9 from the sword swing, 1 from the lightning, and then 9 more from his level, totaling 19 damage.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright.
You think you can screw me, but I'm the one who screws.
That startled me due to the fact I thought it was Sam for a second and Sam's mouth wasn't moving. And I genuinely was kind of scared. Just so you know, clipping it doesn't show the face cams. It only shows the audio.
No. I mean, clip the audio.
All right, I got you, brother.
You know, I want...
I'm the one who screws. You think you can screw us? I'm the one!
Is there anything else Quip is going to do?
You know what? Action surge.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Alright.
Alright. Roll to hit. 18?
That hits.
Okay, let's go, baby.
Yeah, it's the one in the cavern that has
Okay.
shield right now.
Okay. That is 7 damage with the short sword. And remember how the extra attack works.
Yep.
Which means I get to do another extra attack, correct?
Yes.
Alright, do another swing. 19! That definitely hits.
Also hits, yeah.
Swing. That is another 9.
Alright. Alright. Then that will bring it to this Freythan's turn.
You impose disadvantage on me and think I'm the one who gets screwed? I am the one who screws!
Just a second
Freythan-
before you continue. I want to ask a question.
Okay.
You think you can screw me, but I'm the one who screws.
Is that good?
That's what I sound like? Oh my word! Now I understand why you keep talking about how awful it is when I get over my bike. I sound like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Freythan is going to... Oh, actually, start of Freythan's turn. Leon, roll another set of 4d4s.
Okay. Okay, a 2. A 4. A 2. A 2.
So 10.
So, 10 damage total.
Yes.
Alright. But Freythan's going to look down at you, the daggers swirling around both of you, and he goes, "You know, I can think of plenty of times where you've been screwed even worse, little goblin." And he's going to touch your forehead.
Oh!
And use an ability called Fling Through the Past. I need you to roll me an intelligence saving throw.
This is so fucking cool. I don't care. This is why Sam's my favorite DM. Fuck you, Matt Mercer. Fuck you, Brandon Lee Mulligan. Sam's the guy. I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys. Don't take me seriously. I love you both. Just as
I'm
equally.
okay. Okay. I know for a fact I failed that, so I'm going to use Indomitable.
Okay, what does Indomitable do?
Let me go back to the Fighter 5e page. Come on, load. Don't be. Okay.
Dominable Snowman.
Indomitable. Beginning at 9th level, you can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use a new roll, and you can't use this feature again until after a long rest.
Okay.
I have used Indomitable. Let's re-roll.
You said intelligence.
Yes.
That is a 16.
That fails.
Do it.
Do you have another lucky die?
I don't think he can use it.
Yeah,
I think it's-
already used
yeah,
Indomitable.
it's fate. I know. I'm just
Yeah.
being funny.
Let's not push our luck here. Literally.
If only you had a bard who could give you bardic inspiration.
Quip. For a moment, as you feel Freythan's fingertip against your head, it is all you can feel. And then all of a sudden it starts getting hot. Boiling hot. Like a fire poker against your forehead. And you blink, and all of a sudden, you are back in the mines of the Black Dwarves.
Oh no.
Back in their caves. You feel weak, lost. Your body frail, not quite to the strength it is now. It's hot, cramped. Even with your dark vision, it's dark here. You remember this moment.
Oh.
Early on into your imprisonment, enslavement by the Black Dwarves. Before you were allowed to work in the forge, before you were allowed to do anything, really. Everything hurts, burns, aches. Your body barely responds to itself. blink, and you're back. And you have a -2 debuff to your strength stat. Not the stat, modifier.
So if he has a +4 to his mods, it's now a +2.
Correct.
Well,
That's
it's
fucked
a
up.
plus. It's a +3 to my strength. My dexterity is my main attack mod, so now I'm at a +1 for strength.
Um,
Oh. Quippy.
oh, Quippy.
Can I just say, I love the fact that Quip's kind of like all of our favorites. Like he's just everywhere in the server. We love Quip. We're Quip supremacy up in here.
There's one thing I want to see if
We made a god kill herself.
You think you can screw me, but I'm the one who screws.
I'm the one who knocks.
Wait, hold on. Dang, I didn't realize how guttural he was. I forgot about that.
I forgot
He was
when I
pretty
did that.
mad. That was the session where you got to meet your mother, and Sam was describing how she was reaching towards your face with a necrotic spell, and Sam goes, and that's where we'll end our session. And then right after you made the guttural sound.
That's where the other half of
Yeah,
it,
hold on. I'll play it for you exactly the way it's intended.
and that's where we're gonna end our session.
Oh. Oh.
That's literally how close it was whenever I clipped that.
And then Freethan is going to cast Misty Step, teleporting 30 feet to their left. So they're still 30 feet away from Sinclair, but also now 30 feet away from Quip again.
And also out of the daggers.
Yes. No longer in the cloud.
You
of daggers.
fucker. You should just let him get berated.
So Quip is going to take another 4d4 at the start of Quip's turn. Well, no, because Sinclair can choose to end the spell on his turn. So that is going to be the end of Freethan's turn and bring it around to Rurik.
Alright, so did I see what happened to Lisbeth? Do I see anything? Or because Lisbeth was behind me.
I'd say you can take a glance back and see that she's kind of like dazed.
I think Rurik does, and he pauses for a split second, but he knows not to let his guard down, so he's back on Freethan as he begins to get ready to take another swing with his warhammer. I'm going to go ahead and roll to hit. 9 plus 15 should hit. It's a new turn. I think on this first roll, I'm going to do the plus a d8 because it's every turn that I take combat.
It's once per turn, yeah.
Correct. So I'm going to roll the d12 first.
Well, yeah. Okay, you're good. You beat the shield by AC by 1.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had his shield up. I was kind of worried for a second. All right, so I think a 10 plus 5 on the d12 is pretty good. Plus the d8, if I can find it. There it is. That's going to be a plus a 6. So 15 plus 6 is 21 damage.
Yep.
This is where shit gets fun. Can I ask... Reactions work as in... Can he do a reaction now in this turn? Or does it have to be... Okay, he can. It's every turn he can do a reaction. Not He doesn't have to wait
Once
till his
per
turn.
round.
Once per
Once
round.
per round.
And since this is a new round, he can do it. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was curious about, because I didn't know how reactions fully work, because I don't have any reactions. So... See, this is gonna suck. Because one of two things are about to happen. Either I'm gonna swing again, and he's gonna be like, fuck you, or I'm gonna cast a spell, and he's gonna be like, counterspell. So now I take the gamble of which one would be more important to me and which one would benefit me in this situation. And with Lisbeth out, I'm stuck between being aggressive or being smart. In this moment,
What out? What?
you
You're
are
stunned.
stunned.
Oh yeah. I was like, did I die at some point and not notice?
I plan on casting Spiritual Weapon at level 4.
Okay. What
Wh-
buffs do you get for upcasting
It's just an additional attack die. Normally it's 1d8, now it's going to be 2d8.
Alright, give me 1 second while you figure that out.
Well, I'm so confused. I'm casting this. I was waiting for a reaction. Sam John. Guys, I think this declares that I beateth the battle.
Beateth, deleteth.
You won D&D.
I won D&D as a whole. I'm never playing D&D again.
He has officially become John D&D.
Overturn.
John Dragon.
John Dungeons and Dragons is wild. I am casting the spiritual weapon. That's what I said I was going to do at 4th level, and then you got up and left.
Yeah, I had to do something.
So that is what I'm doing. I want to make sure you do know I am casting the spiritual weapon at 4th level. It will spawn within 5 feet, I believe, of me, right? Let me see.
Yes.
Yeah, and since I'm right up next to him, I'm just going to have him spawn, like, next to him, but next to me within 5 feet, like, diagonally. So, in this term, it would be, like, to his left.
Yep.
Alright.
It can't attack on this turn, right?
No, it cannot. It rolls... Well, it depends. See, if I roll last in initiative, yes.
Alright, so roll its initiative.
Alright.
Log of that.
I don't think it gets a modifier to its initiative, so it's just a flat. It's going to be 13.
So it's not last, but it's almost there.
So it's not after Threathen or Freethen.
It is.
Oh, it is? Alright.
It's after Freithen for Sinclair.
Alright, so it spawns. This Warhammer emits this orange radiant energy as it comes from the small orange glow to boom, this Warhammer's here in front of us all. Alright, go ahead and counterspell it. You dick.
No, if I were going to counterspell it, I already would have.
No, I thought, knowing you would have been a dick and let me enjoy that a little too much, and then be like, by the way, counterspell.
That will bring
is
it
a cool master.
That will bring it to Lisbeth. Lisbeth is stunned and physically cannot do anything. Which will bring it to Freithen.
Brings it to Lisbeth. Lisbeth is stunned. Fuck Lisbeth. Going on.
Let's see. Freithen is going to look between Rurik and Lisbeth, and he's gonna go. This could have been so much easier, Rurik. You do know that, right?
You could have just said what you should had said, and not what you did.
And lie? Please, Rurik, you must think better of me than that.
It was your only way to not let this happen. You're a fool to believe I would easily allow my daughter to perish completely.
And instead you're making me have to do this to someone I care about.
Is it in reference to...
Lisbeth.
So he's referencing to, like, what he's doing currently, or the fact that he's about to...
What he's doing currently.
Alright. Rurik pauses and thinks about it for a second, because he cares about Lisbeth as well. You don't have to do this. You know you don't have to. You just pretend you do. You don't truly know as much as you believe. You think destiny is lied in silver ink. Destiny is not created at birth, but ironed out by us who decide to do what's right. And right now you're on the wrong side of the battle. On the wrong side of the war. And I will not fall easily. Not for my dear Rhea.
And there are things happening here. Machinations and plans and ideas upon plans and ideas that even I have trouble understanding all of them. But this is how it has to go. One way or another.
Then at least I'm gonna make you work for it, bastard!
He's going to just kind of look at you with some amount of pity before lifting one hand, palm down, before twisting it and cast reverse gravity. Centered on a little bit behind you, catching you in it, but not himself. And you start falling upwards. There's no save against it or anything like that.
Alright, so I'm just gonna hit the roof. I will say Rurik would try his best to align himself on the roof, fighting upside down. But I'm sure that's something I'm gonna have to work on next turn.
You know what? I will let you roll a dexterity save to see if you can get out of the radius.
Oh, great. Dex save. Yeah, that's gonna help me. Holy shit, that's going to help me! That's 19 plus 2!
Oh, damn. So you managed to sidestep out of the way.
Holy shit! Dude, I was like, dexterity's one of my lowest. I wish he went with wisdom. That's a +4. Thank God it wasn't charisma. That's a modifier of 0.
And he'll kind of watch it. He goes, perhaps you have some amount of foresight yourself. Fine. Works for me, I suppose. And give me 1 second.
Rurik just extends 2 middle fingers. Warhammer's still floating. Oh fuck, that didn't dodge. It's a gravity hammer now from Halo. That would be some shit. A D&D gravity hammer. Holy shit, I would love to wield one of those as a cleric.
I hate that image.
Just, oh, boom! Dude, cleric, a Tempest cleric, it would make the most sense as a Warhammer of Gustus Wind.
It ain't wind, it's gravity.
Well, you gotta make it work in D&D, okay?
This figure will not have gravity.
This hammer not hammer enough, no gravity. Master Chief, care to tell me what you're doing with that grav hammer? Sir, D&D.
Sir, dungeoning this dragon.
That's one hell of a way to roll a D20. Just BAM!
Well, that it will bring it around to the spiritual weapon, actually.
Oh, cool. I actually forgot that thing existed.
I forgot my
ability. Gravity hammer, and you forgot about the gravity hammer.
Because the gravity hammer, man, I'm sorry. So, spiritual weapon, when it just makes a normal attack. I don't think I add anything to the attack other than like the, do I do like the spell attack bonus?
I don't think so.
Because if it's just a natural D20, this thing's never going to hit.
Actually, the shield did end, so...
Oh, so it might actually hit if I roll like a natural 20 or a 19. That's Shield of Faith. That's the wrong thing. Spiritual weapon. You create a floating weapon or the duration of the spell. You can make a melee attack on a creature. On hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Yeah, it's just a straight 20 roll.
Alright.
The dice jumped out of the fucking tray and onto the ground. So I'm gonna roll the other dice. I hope it hits. It's an 18. But something tells me 19. You fucker. I smacked the tray and it turned to a 13. Does that hit? Is this how this works? Plus 13, right? Well, shit. I guess that's all it can do, because it just adds an extra damage die, not an extra attack. Fuck you. I need to get rid of this spell, because all the other ones are going to be above what I could hit.
Then with that, that'll bring it around to Sinclair.
Yay!
I'm assuming you want to end the concentration on the cloud.
Yes, and I'm going to wage.
Oh, you're gonna rage? Alright.
Yes. And I'm going to do that deal 1d60 plus your damage on hit. Alright. I am going to use my Beastal Axe.
Alright.
Or, as the joke goes, my Beastal Ass to swing.
That's right, Leon. Shake that thing.
Show faith in how you work it.
I can't get that.
You motherfucker! Why do you have to be funnier than me?
I can't get that out of my head now.
If it's big enough, yeah, I back it up. I didn't realize he subclassed as a bard. Fucking distraction over here. Fucking break. I think only Sam will actually get that reference.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know how well Yuri knows the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Man, and the Oak Mother trusts us, not with what I'm doing things. Fuck no.
The Oak Mother was also mesmerized, which is why she agrees that you're the best soldier.
Oh, God.
He's got a dump truck, I can tell you that much. Watch him back it up and smack a bitch in the face with it. I'm gonna mute now.
But yeah, go ahead and make your attacks.
I'm working on it. I got a 17 plus 7.
Yeah, that hits.
You mean to tell me Leon actually hit something? Does this mean the Red Caps are still the strongest creatures Leon ever went up against? My dogs are angry.
Oh no.
So remember, also actually remember, your axe is actually called the Axe of the Poison Fang now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So it's a D12 plus 2 plus your strength mod, plus your rage modifier, plus a D8 plus 2, and then I need to make a con save.
Oh my lordy. Okay. So first,
I noticed you tried to help Leon out.
I landed on a 10 for the D12, so plus.
So
oh lordy, I'm gonna have
plus 2 plus your strength modifier plus I think another 2.
my strength is plus 3. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's a plus 7. Wait. Oh,
No,
wait.
your strength modifier shouldn't be a plus 7.
No, I'm looking at something else.
Now legitimately.
Your strength modifier is going to be above your saving throws.
Yep, it is a +3.
So that's 5 plus your rage damage modifier.
Which I believe is what? 2 per.
I think it's +2.
Yeah, it's +2.
So that's 17 damage on that. Now roll the d8.
Oh, I rolled a d12. Whoopsies.
Is it D12 plus that D8, by the way? Unless you're saying you accidentally rolled a D12 again.
No.
He accidentally rolled a d12 again.
No, I actually didn't. I got a 4.
So 4 plus 2.
That was 17 plus what, 6?
I'm inputting it each manually bit by bit rather than trying to add it all together.
Fair enough.
Alright, and then I need to make a con save. Fails the con save, but is going to, for once, I get to actually burn a legendary resistance.
How much damage would he have taken if I went
If he had failed the save, it would have been an additional 2d4 of necrotic damage at the start of each of his turns for 10 rounds.
What was the base damage since I used the axe?
I don't fucking remember the numbers, but it was like
17 plus 6.
17 plus, yeah. So,
My numbers.
23.
Oh my lordy.
I think you actually did more damage than I've done. Yeah, you done more damage by 1.
I think you should have an extra attack because of your levels of barbarian, unless you're.
I think that's true. Let me look it up.
I do have.
So yeah, you can take another attack.
Yes, I want to swing that bitch again.
All right.
I'm sorry, I love the way he said that.
Does a natural 20 hit?
Oh, dude, that ain't lasting.
Well, 20 does hit, but he's going to use a divination roll to turn it into a 4.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. So now that's 3 of us you did that shit to. Now we just gotta wait for Mai to have that shit happen.
Well, no. I only used two divination rolls.
Okay, fucker, the silvery barbs count.
Yeah, the thing that Cook was a silvery barbs.
That still counts, you dick. You changed our nat 20s, you fucker. DM fucking dies. I know where he lives.
Hey, if you want to pick me up real quick, I got
Are we plotting murder for our DM?
There's savages, savages.
Those Instagram reels sure did actually have a reason.
I understand them now. We must take Sam to the Walmart that I talked about earlier. He will be jumped at 12 p.m.
Wraithen was the one making those posts because we can see the future.
I understand now. I am joining Team Wraithen.
That'll bring it around to quip.
There's savages. Okay, so he teleported 30 feet away from us, correct?
Correct. And I think Quip only has a move speed of 25.
Hold on. No, he doesn't actually. He has a move speed of 35 because of a feat he took earlier.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? He says, "Actually, no. He has a movement speed of 15."
No, you see, I took a little bit from the Tabaxi race, and I actually have a move speed of 65.
Is this true? I'm gonna play a Tabaxi.
I think at one of his levels he gained a thing of 30 feet, and he has squat nimbleness, which gives him plus 5 feet.
Alright, so 35 foot.
Yeah. So, I take it that Leon's in the fray, right? He charged and he...
Yes.
Okay. Well, Quip is certainly not going to hold back and is going to rush in to join the fray himself.
Alright.
So he goes in and he swings his sword. 18 is gonna hit. Like I rolled an 18. Like my dice roll was literally.
Gotcha.
19.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think you can screw me, but I'm the one who screws.
Thank you, Chris. That is a 6 with the short sword.
Okay.
He's then going to go for his well-earned extra attack. Swing. Man, he really needs to use his spells more, but every time he uses his spell, he just ends up getting blunt. It'll find
Lightning
itself.
bolted?
That is a 6. Wait, is that a 19 plus 8? That's a 19 plus 8. Okay.
Alright, that hits.
And that is a 7.
Alright. Alright. You mollywop this wizard. Anything else you would like to do? I think you don't have action surge anymore.
I do not have action surge anymore. Gee. Okay. Wish I could use spells. Wait, are any of my spells bonus actions? Doubt it. Is Toll of the Dead a bonus action?
I can check. It is not.
Okay, I'll save the spells for next round, but yeah, with that he closes his turn.
Alright. Then that'll bring it to Frathan again.
Yeah, it's a great club, that'll be a problem.
He is going to look at the two of you in front of him and goes, "You both running in with such ferocity. It's quaint. But let me show you a little bit of cooperation really does." And he's going to reach out to his right and bring his hand down. And as his hand moves, he seems to catch on something with his fingertips. And as he pulls it down, this rift in space opens next to him. And as you look through it, you can actually see into the cavern. And back in the cavern, you see a similar rift open. And the Frathan there looks into it with a sort of grin as he reaches a hand out and this wave of blue magic flows down his arm and through the rift. And back outside, that wave of magic climbs up his arm into his chest before he claps his hands in front of him. And a massive burst of energy comes out of his hands. Both Quip and Sinclair, I need you to both roll me Constitution saving throws.
I got
Is
a
this
12
fucker-
plus 7.
Is
Is
this fucker what?
Is this fucker just Conquest? I'm so lonely. None of the others like me. They're too scared of me. They don't even give me a real name.
I got a natural 20. Please be gentle.
I'll tell you this. You are lucky because of one thing. Well, what's your con modifier?
+6.
Damn, yeah, you are lucky. Both of his last divination rolls are a 12 and an 18, which would let you pass both of those. Oh, actually, wait. The entire reason I used that particular ability, it actually imposes disadvantage and gives an additional damage dice.
Okay.
Yeah, the ability, by the way, is called Fused Strike. It allows him to open a rift connecting him to the other version of himself, imbuing a spell or attack, allowing, if the spell has an attack roll, it gives him advantage. If it causes a saving throw, it imposes disadvantage and adds an additional damage dice.
I rolled a 17 plus the 6, that's a 23.
So that still passes. All right. He's casting Thunder Wave at 4th level.
How many damage dice?
So let's see. That is going to be 6d8. Sinclair is pushed back 10 feet. Quick Whip, you are not, and you take half as much damage. I'm not gonna roll my physical dice for this. Fuck that. So yeah, that is 8-sided dice. 22 damage to Sinclair, and half as much to Quick Whip.
Level.
Interest.
Hello?
So yeah, 22 damage to Sinclair, 11 damage to Quick Whip. And Sinclair is pushed back 10 feet.
You're-
5,000 what?
Yuri, did you die?
Yo, okay, can y'all hear me?
Oh, I
Yeah.
hear you.
I had 5,000 ping.
That's crazy.
Holy moly!
Interesting.
What the what? Why did that happen?
Great question.
I'm on an Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable didn't come out. That's what the what?
I don't know.
Okay, half as much to Quip was the last thing I heard. That was the
It's
last
11
thing.
damage to Quick.
Yeah, 11. What else was said after that? Because again, as I said, I went to the game.
Sinclair took 22 and got pushed back 10 feet.
Okay, that's it. That's all.
Yes.
Okay. What the hell, bro? I got sent
but
something.
that will bring it around to Rurik.
Do I go before or after Rurik?
After.
After.
Rurik, still with the warhammer in his hand, lets out a guttural, and I'm split between two things, but I think what I'm going to do for now is do what I've been doing this whole time and just swinging it. So he swings back his warhammer and it's coming straight down to crush the dude's skull. 18 plus 9.
Yeah, that hits.
My once per turn thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a D12. The D12 is 12 plus 5. Now the D8 is an 8. What is that? 30 fucking damage? 12 plus 5
That's
is
17.
17. So no, it's not going to be 30. It's going to be 29 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So he swings down, smacking him on top of his head as hard as he can. And then, I'm sure you remember him doing this before. The hammer will pass, hit the ground, and he'll just fling up as hard as he can. And he's going to use a War Priest to do so. Let me go ahead and subtract that real quick.
Channy.
So now I'm at 2 left. Because last round I summoned the hammer instead of using it. So I'm going to roll again. 19 plus 9. D12. This one you're going to be happy about is 3 plus 5. So just 8 additional damage.
Alright.
So he lifts back up and he hits him and he just holds his warhammer ready again. And that's how Rorik's going to end his turn.
And then bring it around to Lisbeth, who is no longer stunned.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
I think she's coming out. I am getting tired of all these visions of people telling us what to do, and I'm going to cast on him. I'm going to just say burn and cast immolation.
Read to me what that does.
So you make a dexterity saving throw. He has to beat a 16 on dexterity.
Okay.
On failed, he takes half damage. It's 8d6 fire damage. On failed save, the target also burns. Wait, first. As I say burn, I'm also activating my Mantle of Flame as my bonus action.
Okay. What level spell slot is it?
5.
Counterspell.
Counterspell.
What level are you casting Counterspell at?
See, the thing is with that, if I upcast it, I can't meet it to auto fizzle. But even if I just do level 3, as long as I can make the roll, I can cause it to fizzle.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing level 5, I'm guessing?
Yes.
So I just gotta beat a 15. Using my spellcasting ability. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Where the fuck did my dice go? Did my dice fall? My dice fell behind my desk. Give me a second.
The one time she doesn't use virtual dice. She actually needs the virtual dice.
By the eye of
By the eye of Agamotto.
That is a... That's a 15 exactly, which is the DC I needed to meet.
And then he will make this saving throw against it.
Damn.
That is a 22.
He just had to beat a 16. So, while he doesn't burn... Oh, wait,
That's 8d6 halved.
8d6 halved. $31 halved.
Okay.
Is that rounded up or rounded down? Probably
it's
rounded down.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
just 15 because
Wait,
normally it would be 16.
and... It also gets 3 more damage because of my Mantle of Flame.
Alright. Anything else? I think your Mantle of Flame's a bonus action, so you don't have.
Yeah, I
bonus
use the
action.
bonus.
Yeah, you
and
use your action
and
reaction.
a reaction.
Yeah. So that'll bring it around to his turn.
I'm sorry, before you go, you fucking blinded me. You got really close to your camera and then switched pages, and it was like a solar flare in my face, dude. That like hurt my eyes. You can't do it to me twice. My eyes are already in pain.
Speaking of blinded, we're now in bright light.
Yeah. And so they'll bring it around to Freethan himself again. And he goes, "Look, I've already told both of you, all of you, I've told you the options here. I've told you. None of you are listening.
Then why do you keep telling us? Is there something wrong? Are you fearful? Fearful that your options aren't the only options?
You don't understand. You don't.
It's less of understanding and more of care.
One day you will.
Not
One day you will
today.
care. One day you will care. I know you will. Both of you, Rourke and Lisbeth, roll me insight checks.
My insight is 8
Elizabeth, that's you too.
plus 4. Does a dirty 20 work?
My.
Yeah?
Roll me an insight check.
Insight.
So you said that was a dirty 20, Chris?
Yeah, 16 plus 4.
Alright.
Insight is it? 14.
Alright. Elizabeth, you catch as you watch him, you catch a hint of almost like sadness on his face, even as different as it is now than the last time you saw him. Rurik, as you look, you see the same thing. However, you do catch a little bit more, maybe just because you're closer. He seems saddened, but there's something about the sadness, and as you look at him and you see like the wounds covering his body, both from your hammer, from Lisbeth's spells, and whatever Quip and Sinclair are doing to him, you see as he looks down at the wounds across his body, it seems like a little bit of that sadness seems to fade away and is replaced almost by relief.
You don't have a choice, do you?
That's perhaps one way to put it. I have a choice. I do. And this is the better one.
What's on the line? Soldier to soldier.
Everything is on the line, Rurik.
Let's talk.
I can't. I wish it were that easy. But I can't.
Then can you at least give us some insight on how to stop it?
I've given you what I can. What matters is that you make the most of it.
Can
And
I? Okay.
Hmm?
I was gonna ask, can I roll an insight to see if he's hoping we are victorious in our own path? What's a plus 4? That is. You're fucking kidding me! I got a dirty 20 again! I rolled 2 16s! Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking bullshit. You should have gave me a natural 20. That would have made me feel better.
You do get the feeling that his loss is what he wants. But he can't
He can't
lay down and
express
let it
it.
happen.
Yeah, he is fighting against his will. He's still charmed, isn't he? Do I have anything that could help with that? It's not my turn, so I'm gonna mute and look through my
But
shit.
he is going to actually turn to Rurik and just swing his staff at him. He's not going to use any spells or anything like that. He gets 2 attacks
All right.
with the staff. That's only a fucking... It's only a 10. He's going to use his divination roll to turn that into a 15. No, 16.
Is that
Which should
16
hit.
exact or plus?
16 exact.
It misses.
Alright.
I'm at a 17. My AC is 17 if it makes it easier for a second attack.
Well, that one's a 22.
All right, so that one's going to hit.
I need this one.
As he swings, I think Rurik would say something along the lines of, "I'm sorry for this, but we will make it merciful." And that's probably when he'll knock Rurik upside the head with the staff.
That's only 7 damage to Rurik.
Bonk.
But that will bring it around to the spiritual weapon.
Alright. Let's see, baby, if I could get a fuck me! No way! It's a 19! Please tell me his AC's not 20, motherfucker.
No, that hits.
So that's 2d8 this time. I'm gonna roll nothing good. So 8 plus 4, so 12 damage total. I rolled a 2 and then I rolled a 6 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is plus 4. So that's how I got the number.
Alright. Then that'll bring it around to Sinclair.
Okay. How far am I away from?
10 feet. You can make it with your movement.
Okay. I want to go there and whack him with
The
my
axe.
axe of the poison thing. Oh, I got an 11.
With your modifiers?
Plus 7.
Yeah, no, that does not hit.
Shit.
You do have another attack, though.
I'm gonna try again. 15 plus 7.
That does hit.
Cool. Alright. So, D12. That is a hard 12. Plus my strength.
And then that's an additional 3 from your strength modifier and additional 4 from the damage modifiers. Now you're D8.
It is going to be a solid 3.
So 5 after the plus 2 modifier. Alright. Not bad hits, not bad hits at all.
I'm not gonna lie, Sam, you made this very sad for me.
I know.
That makes me feel upset. I feel bad for the guy.
I know. Anything else? I don't think you have any other bonus actions you can do.
I don't think so, no.
Alright, then that'll bring it on to Quick Whip.
Oh boy.
Just out of curiosity, is that portal still open, or did it actually close after the...
It closed.
Okay.
It closed after the ability.
Alright. Well, how close is Quick Quip to his
You're right on top of him. You didn't get pushed back.
Okay, okay. Crippe. I guess I could do that. Okay. So first off, let me check that again. Sorry, I'm trying to look for something because there was something specific. Sorry, please just give me a second. I need to figure this out. internet wasn't going. Okay, thank you for finally loading. All right. Alright, beginning 7 level, when you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack with okay, that's it. I see. That's what I was looking for. You know what? I am going to... You know what? I'm just gonna cast Burning Hands. I'm gonna keep it simple. No need to try and figure out complicated nonsense. I'm just gonna cast Burning Hands.
Fair enough. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
I believe so. Let me check again. Yes, dexterity saving throw, and I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Alright, that is a fail, but he's gonna burn a legendary resistance to pass instead.
Okay.
So I think he only takes half damage.
Oh yeah, okay. You're right. I thought that because he passed, that meant no damage at all, but you're right. I checked it. Okay, where's my 4th one? That's a D3. Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna have to roll these 3 and then re-roll one of them. Alright. 6, 1, 3, and 2. 1, 2, 3, 6. So, I think that's 12 total, which half would just be 6.
Alright. This motherfucker looks hurt.
By a paltry 6 damage?
Well, like, just in general. Y'all have wailed on this motherfucker pretty hard.
Have we?
Y'all have dealt...
We definitely did over 100 damage.
You've dealt nearly 200 damage.
Yeah, we've been whooping this fucker, and I feel bad for it.
I wasn't actually keeping up with how much damage we've been doing, to be honest. I just remember all the times he denied us like a natural 20, so I just figured, oh crap, we aren't getting any hits in. I haven't considered that we've probably still been getting hits in. But yeah, okay. Sorry, I know I'm not all here right now. My brain. Well, I've already used my action surge, so that's off the table, so the only thing I can really do is either try to leave and provoke an attack of opportunity or pass my turn. You know what? I actually am going to try and leave.
And just back up.
Yeah, just try and back up.
Alright, he's going to take an opportunity attack on you.
Okay.
With his staff.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit. That's only a 10.
Okay, then. He misses, and Quick Grip is back up.
Alright, how far back are you going? Are you going like full 35 feet, or...
I'd say a healthy 15.
Alright. That will bring it to Freithen's turn. Like I said, he looks hurt, and actually, as you back up and you get kind of the lay of the land, you notice that what was like going on around you, all those figures, the patches in the sky, they're starting to like shimmer and fracture. The illusion of the future that he'd been creating starting to fizzle out as he's nearing death. And he sort of just chuckles to himself, pained. And he goes, I won't lie to you. This didn't go nearly as well for me as I had intended. I'll give you that. And he is going to try and let's see. First, he's going to actually cast Bleed Ward on himself to give himself resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage, so he won't take so much damage from Sinclair and that damn axe of his that I gave them. And he's going to go, you know,
Sam,
lie to
Cannot
yourself.
hear you.
you were like
God.
whistling.
Damn it.
It was like that's all we heard, brother.
I won't lie to you. There's one thing that my vision of the future hasn't fully been able to keep up with. And that's the four of you. Take that as a compliment. And he is going to actually that's all he's going to do, because Blade Ward is an action. And that will bring it to Rurik.
Let's say Rurik, when he hit him with the quarterstaff, got hit in the face, so he kind of like jolted to the right. Let's say he's still facing to the right, and he spits out a glob of blood. And he looks back at Fraythen, and he begins to mutter his prayer. And as he does, whenever he gets close to saying what he actually wants, this is one of the quicker forms of it. He says, Merkin, allow me to guide his spirit to a place of rest, and allow him safe passage to your land of your domain! As I raise that hammer above my head, an attempt to finally end his life by swinging down.
The hit.
Well, that sucks. It's a 19 plus 9, but, you know, it could have been a D20. Wait! Before we continue, my D8, I'm using it this turn. Using it on this.
Yep.
I almost completely forgot that was a thing. D12, that's going to be 9 plus 5. And the D8 is going to be 8.
How much is that total?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 8, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be 22 damage. Right? 19. Not 19. 10. 8 plus 3. Wait. Damn it. Fuck this. I'm too tired to do math. I'm just going to use a calculator. 9 plus 5 plus 8. It's going to be 22 damage. I was right. Holy shit.
Finish him.
I actually... It's a waste of a spell slot. But I'm going to walk you through this and you can say yes or no. As I bring down the... Oh, I can't do this because it's an action. Just going to use Spare the Die, or Death Ward, I mean, to leave him at 1 HP so I can talk to him before I finish him off. But it is an action.
Could also
spell,
go
so-
non-lethal damage.
Well, if I do non-lethal, none of it hurts him, right?
It won't kill him.
All right. So that's what I'll do. Does he take all the damage, but he doesn't outright die?
What I'll say is that he seems to prefer dying
All right.
from that insight check you made earlier.
Kind of figured. Fuck it. I look at him with pity in my face, returning the pity he once gave me. As blood drips from my mouth where he had hit me. And I take the warhammer and I mutter that prayer. And as it comes down, the last words I say to him is, "I'm so sorry, my friend." As I crush his skull beneath my warhammer.
As the hammer falls, Quip Sinclair outside, the two of you see as the Freithen in front of you falls. With blood spraying across the sand as the illusion surrounding you finally fizzles out the rest of the way. Both versions actually stay. But outside Quip and Sinclair, as the illusion around you fades out, the blue sky returning, in the distance, above where you know the settlement is, you see another black void open in the air. And that is where we will end our session.